Hello. Hey everybody, happy Monday, the start of another week. And, well, the end of an adventure and, well, the beginning of another, right? So, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're here on the ground in Bucharest, and we're going to be rambling down towards Istanbul, or, Constantinople, as we like to call it. So our plan for this evening, this is, of course, part number 6, or in other languages that you know how to say the number 6. I'll leave it with you. It could be anything. It sounds like 6. Anyway, we're going to be heading from Bucharest, which is Lima Romeo Bravo Sierra, and we're going to rumble down to Varna, Lima Bravo Whiskey November, until finally we get down to Ataturk International, which is Lima Tango Bravo Alpha. Ooh, I know, right? So we're here at dawn. 'Twas the dawn of time. And, well, what time is it? It's about 10 to... actually, 0607 on live weather. And we're also live on the North Europe server, if you guys would like to tag along. Our only request, well, it's got to be GA all the way, and no custom liveries. You heathen, we've told you. Because we don't want stutterage for the simage, for the viewage. There's many reasons why. But yeah, happy Monday. Oh, today's my Sunday. Well, today is my Sunday because I worked on Saturday. So, I started off... Actually, I hit my microphone. How's the volume? Am I, like, way too loud or just normal? Because when I go to Discord, I have to crank it up. Because the lads are like, hey Murph, we can't hear you, man. And speaking of Discord. So, for 2 nights in a row, I've been on the thing... Hang on. Microphone settings. Yeah, no, we're good. I was on Discord for the last 2 nights. Until 0500 hours. What? Why? I don't know why. Well, I kind of do know why. We were having the crack. And, well, I don't blame many people, Colonel Fork. For keeping me up very late. Warhamster. Viper Strike. Steve Solo UK. RDY. Old Scott. Old veteran, or just Scott Voigt. And I think Seamus came in late last night as well, or early this morning. I was trying to go to bed early. And if I forgot anyone else, it's only because I'm tired. But it's grand. Do you know what I mean? Even when I'm tired, I'm still full of beans. Speaking of which, we had Mexican food for dinner. Oh, the fan is on full pelt. Danger. No naked flames required. Do you know what I mean? It's hot and spicy, and even though Mrs. Teuton said, what are you talking about? This is like the mildest one. Oh, even the mildest one is just like, hey, it's like there's a party on in my tummy and everyone's invited, except for me. Ooh, butterflies with butterflies. But yeah, so, well, there's that. What are they called? Not a Rennie, what's the other thing? What do they call them? Motilium for the win. That's what we call them, Motilium. Anyway, we'll rumble here into the chat. It's great to see you guys. Colonel Fork says, then there was Murphy. He entered the hangar in search of redemption. He inflated the tires, cleaned out the bird nests, and cleared off all the dust. Opening the hangar, the Mooney would fly again. Colonel Fork, 260421. That needs to be stamped in the book of, I don't know, something. Peter Pascoff's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. Naughty Gnome is here. So, Naughty Gnome has been doing... Well, he's almost like... He's a cross between Lieutenant Commander Geordie LaForge and Mr. Data. Because he's been doing mad things in Engineering Wing. Working out servers and stuff for JoinFS. So a big tip of the cap to you, Naughty Gnome. Many thanks for all your help, my dude. Muse Fan is here. Happy Monday. Dougal McTavish is in the house. I was flying with Dougal and Dangerous Brian momentarily with Alison Johnson before I tried to... So, you know the GNS 530? I tried to, I said your token isn't valid. I was like, yeah, I know how to do this. Don't do it whilst flying. It ended in tears. Sim crash. But many thanks for joining us. The Mexican, it started already. Oh, I can taste Mexican. Hang on. Need to sort that one out fairly lively. Ah, yes. Extinguish the flames. Oh. Noel K is here. Good to see you. Trevor Morgan rambles in. Good to see you. He says, Mr. Two-Tone, did you have the premium version of the GTN installed the other night? I can only get the basic version to work. So, Trevor, welcome, by the way. You need to install both into your community folder. So you need to get the basic GTN 750 and also put the premium folder in for the GTN 750. Put the two of them in together and it should be tickety-boo. David Heath is here. Happy Monday. Seamus McNeil is here. He says, so, did Two-Tone get any sleep at all last night? Very little. Very little. It was like, I had to do the leopard crawl up the stairs, you know, stealth mode. And like, our cat was like just kind of perched on the landing looking at me going, you've reached a new low, human. Quiet, cat. And off I went. Got into bed. And like, then, you know, Two-Tone Jr. got up and he was just like, morning, it's time to get up. And I'm like, no. It'll be grand. I'll be fine. Many coffees. Spitfire REF 100's here. Good to see you, my dude. Windows keeps trying to reinstall that SB500 when I'm asleep. Ooh. Danger. Count Zeppelin's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Wayland Utani is here. Ari Halperin. Hello. Ghost Rider 115 is in the house. Mr. Z123, happy Monday. Musefan says, folks, if anyone is interested, there are a couple of free airport add-ons for tonight's flights. I put them in the Discord in hashtag The Flying Circus. Nice! Awesome, dude. I'll check him out. Bodup is here. Gibbo Ireland is in the house. Good to see you, Gibbo. Hope all is well. Happy Monday to you too, my dude. Sinan is here. Good to see you. Captain Sick Bag. Did you see the picture he put up? I'm like your man out of Jurassic Park. Welcome. What's his name? David or Richard Attenborough? David or Richard? It's not your man who does the animals. It's your man who did the dinosaurs. That makes total sense. But you know what I mean? He played, you know, the smallish fella with the white hair. It's absolutely shocking. It looks just like me, you know, in another 30 odd years. Thanks, Captain Sickbag. Yeah, thanks for that. Kevin Riley's in the house. Good to see you. Andrew Hill is here. Dennis rambles in. Good to see you. Our Sizzy is here. Hello, hello, dear Murph and Fireflies. Good to see you, my dude. Wayland says, I hope you got a decent autopilot. Oh, Abergrand, I've the fan on. There's loads of air hitting my face. So, guys, just remember, don't use any custom liveries. It's of the utmost importance. If you're using a custom livery, it's going to make the experience for everyone, well, rather bad. It'd be like me singing. Do you know what I mean? So, just make sure you only load the stock liveries that come with your aircraft. Fair enough? And if all else fails, we'll jump over to JoinFS and, you know, curses and stuff. So, if you're in an aircraft with a custom livery, just load into something else. It'll be wonderful, I promise. We'll still have crack. It'll be great. But it just means then everyone else will be laughing as well. Annalisa says, you're going to fall asleep at the desk, face hitting all the buttons at once. Annalisa, great to see you. I hope all is well. Who else? It's kind of busy. Gabriel Dillon's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Dennis G says, just figured out how to change me nickname. Finally, my nickname is correct. Ooh. 49ers here. Hello, Murph and Fireflies. A special thanks to Naughty Gnome in sorting my JoinFS problems earlier. Nice, dude. Annalisa says 5 a.m. It was 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the morning. I usually get up at 5 in the morning. Well, I usually wake up at 5 in the morning. Ooh. Johnny is in the house. He says, here's hoping for utterly butterly, not stuttery symmetry this evening. Say that 5 times fast. I'll try to. Good to see you, Johnny. Catbat9 is here. He says, helloage, what glorious tunage. It's good to see you, Catbat. Hope all is well, my dude. Randy Hurst is here. Good to see you. Chlind H1. Howdy. Johnny says, there I was, sitting alone on the dark side, wondering why Murph hadn't started the stream. Whoops. Viper Strike is here. Oh yeah, Viper, yeah, he was there as well, keeping me awake. Good to see you, my dude. Hope all is well. Phil Boardman rambles in. Happy Monday. Peter Pepperman's here. He says, good evening, Murph. How's it going? Vienna looks great. I hope I can English, Murph, you can do it. I hope I can go in real life. Absolutely. Vienna's beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. But I hope all is well. Shuffle Shoes John is here. Good to see you. It's kind of busy, lads, isn't it? Ryan Singleton, hello. Good to see you, my dude. Jake Lusty has rambled in. Peter Paskov says, sim loaded, and as always, helps to have joystick plugged in. Why isn't it moving? The dang sim is broken. And then it's like, where does this USB go? Oh. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Simon Taylor's here. Hello, Murph and Fireflies. Good to see you, dude. Bosman is here. Happy Monday. Who else? Rudiger Odenbach has rambled into the room. It's good to see you, my dude. Hang on, I need to find you again. You disappeared. Hang on, we'll find... There he is. Very good evening from the flight deck in Stuttgart. Glad to be back after a while. Absolutely great to have you back, Rudiger. Hope all is well with you and yours. 49er says, are you ever normal, Murph? There was that one time I was normal. And that was it. It only happened once. Tell no one. Mr. Teuton says, terrible, you've just blamed all of them. They made me do it, Mrs. Two-Tone. Yeah. Old veteran made me do it. Even the night he wasn't there. Yep, that makes total sense. Kieran Martin, 6 knots is in the house. He says, no flying tonight. Microsoft Flight Sim reinstall. Ooh. Well, I hope we can keep you entertained during the late unpleasantness, my dude. You can hear good beans from far away, says Peter Paskov. The fan to be melted? Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. That's a coincidence, says Muse Fan. I made fajitas earlier. Mrs. Muse Fan taught me how. Then she shouted at me for making a mess. So we had like chicken fajitas, which is essentially a chicken wrap. Only like, you know, you get your chicken and you spice it and you throw in a couple of peppers and onions and then you have some like salsa. And we had a few chips or fries. It was nice. It was nice. I'm more into like, I'm gonna go, you know, for next Monday. Monday nights is like try anything kind of with different foods night. We're gonna go with tacos. And then after that it'll be burritos. But I suspect they're very similar to what we have here. We just call them different things. But we'll give it a shot. Longboats Le Crab is here. Good to see you. Jepson 2001, the man, the myth, the legend. He says, good evening, Murph. Mrs. Two-Tone and Fireflies. Happy Monday. Hope all is well. I'm listening to the stream, working on a something. Ooh, hang on. Do we have a something to play? No, we don't. Not yet. Hang on. No. I'll play it later. Colonel Fork, I have to ask you, did you watch Kelly's Heroes yet? That's going to be an important question. John Morris is here. Hey, John. Happy Monday. Mr. Two-Tone says... Oh no, she's talking to Annalisa. I'll tell you anyway in case you missed it. So Annalisa says, hey Mrs. Two-Tone, how are you? Maybe Annalisa doesn't sound like that. And then Mrs. Two-Tone said, hello, I'm good thanks. How are you, hun? She doesn't sound like that either, but you get the gist of it. We're role-playing here. As Gordon opens the door, he looks in and he says, yeah, happy Monday. Good to see you. Kevin Boyle is here. Happy Monday. Alison Johnson has rumbled in. There was me being a right Wally head sat over on Twitch wondering where Murph was. Hello, Alison. Fantastic flight this evening. Kind of liking them Monday kind of flights. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was kind of like, what do they call them? It's like a staging flight, I suppose. Get the aircraft down to another location to kind of give yourselves a bit of a head start. Richard Attenborough, that was the one. That's the one. Ken Zeppelin says, love that picture. I know, right? Chris is here. He says, hey, good to see you. Dangerous Brian rambles in. He says, hey. Good to see you, Brian. I know Brian had a CTD back on Alison's stream, so fingers crossed we can help him. He did put up a post on our Discord. So if anyone has a few minutes, let's see if we can help him out. It would sound as if it's a hardware issue by getting a blue screen. It could be just a frequency, a voltage, or a temperature. Or it could be a software setting. So let's see if we can get that up and running. Simon Murray's in the house. Good to see you. Call has rambled in. Kevo B is here. Uh-oh. Reinstalling Microsoft Flight Sim, only 100 gigs to go. Watching from my couch. Well, you've picked the right spot. Somewhere comfortable. As the sun is right. Look at the state of that sunrise, look. Scotty1M is here. Johnny says, had major stutters right off the bat. Gone, switching multiplayer off. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. If it all goes kind of belly up, I'll jump over to Join FS. So we'll try and do it. Hey, Papa Joe B has rambled in. Good to see you, my dude. Pilot Peely is here. Hey. Hope all is well. Happy Monday. Patrick Hamill's in the house. Majesty 888 has rambled in. Good to see you. Kevin Riley says, for over 20 years I was working by 5 a.m. unless I was working a second shift. Ooh. Moose Knuckle Life is here. Good to see you, Moose. Hope all is well. John Baranco is here. He says, hello everyone. What is your recommendation for replay in Sim? Wait or buy an add-on? There is a free add-on, John. Welcome to YouTube. Go into my YouTube videos, click on how to flight sim or like add-ons. Gibbo Ireland did a fantastic video on a flight sim replay and it's free. Very functional rather. I use it and it's fantastic. Chris says, how do I join your flight? Just click on the North Europe server, start off at our airport, which is Lima Romeo Bravo Sierra. Make sure your aircraft is a general aviation, i.e. it has a little propeller, and don't use anything custom. Keep everything that the sim or the game, whatever way you want to call it, only use what they've provided you with. That means liveries and skins and all this kind of stuff, if that's okay. Messiah is here, good to see you. Who else? Gregor says, you need guacamole. We had it, but it's guacamole in a tub. And like, to be honest, it tastes like horror. It wasn't very nice at all. The fajitas weren't that spicy, Murph. Listen, they were hot and spicy. Hot and spicy. Even though they weren't, they were. Longboat says, great Thunderflies display on Gripper Sim stream yesterday. They are fabulous. The Thunderflies are on fire at the moment. They're fantastic. And yeah, it's great to see Gripper taking a liking to them. And he's mesmerized by them. He's just like, oh, look at them. There they are. Look. How did they do it? That's great. That's brilliant. And it's hats off to them. It's absolutely fantastic. And well, a big shout out to Gripper Sim as well for facilitating the awesomeness that is indeed the Thunderflies. Now, where are we at? Count Zeppelin now. We got him. There's more things here. And my chat keeps moving, but it's fine. Cherub is here. Good to see you. Norn Iron John. Good to see you, John. Hope all is well. Now, where are we at? Count Zeppelin says, I was just testing the bot. Ethan is here. Hello, Ethan. Good to see you. Waltons has rambled in. Lintho1, also known as Big Tone 66. He's in the house. Kendra has rambled in. Hello, Kendra. I hope you're keeping very well. Dangerous Brian says, be right back. Going to underclock the RAM. Ooh, that sounds like a man on a mission. So, yeah. Maurice is here. Good to see you, my dude. Kathleen rambles in. When will you be playing ATS again? Give me about a week. I've been a little bit busy with the flight simage. But yeah, give us about a week and we'll get it sorted. So, we're over here. Yes, that's music. And when we have this gadget here, look. So this, once again, is for flight. And it's basically giving us a look at our route for today. So as I said, we're taking off from Lima Romeo Bravo Sierra, which is Bucharest International Airport. Our field elevation is 1,299 feet. This place is fabulous. And the dude, you know the Blériot? Well, Luis Blériot actually flew from this airfield. It's steeped in history. The first flight took place here in 1909. What? Jarden 1 Abel is here. Good to see you. Ben McClure rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. Then we're going to be making a landing over at Varna, which is Lima Bravo Whiskey November. As you can see it there, it's kind of the first stop. This dude right there. Then we're heading down south, and we're not going to land over at LBBG. We're just going to use it as a waypoint. It's known as Burgas, but we're just going to fly over it. And that's going to be on our merry way down the coast, all the way down to Istanbul. And the airport we're going to land at there is Ataturk International. So we're right beside the Black Sea. It's not very black, it's awful blue looking, but you know what I mean. So that's our planage for today. And again, I'm using ForeFlight because I like it very much. So more on that in a little while. We can disappear that. So yeah, we're down here, look. What's this, you say? What is this? By Jove, he's done it now. We're back in the Mooney. What? Yeah, right. We're back in the Mooney. Isn't it awesomely fantastic looking? I've missed it. The poor old devil. I've missed it something fierce. So let's hope everything works well with us tonight, that there's no terrible stutters and everything kind of gets up and running. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the merry old cockpit of the Mooney M20R. Mechanical is here. He says, what a plum I was on Twitch. Like, where's Murph? I like to keep you on your toes, my dude. But welcome to YouTube. Yeah. Or the tube of you. It's good to see you. Mr. Teuton says, OMG, it's the Mooney. Right? It's the Mooney. So, yeah. Peter Proskov says, I'm in a King Air. You can't run away this time. Oh, look, Streamlabs says I'm in it. Ah, look, Murphy, that's a rookie mistake. Hang on. I'll use science to fix it. Just talk amongst yourselves there for a moment while Murphy fixes the thing he was supposed to do. Now, let's see. Bot? Yes, hello, Bot. We don't have Sir Murph Bot. You see, if we had Sir Murph Bot, he'd have been all over this. Do you know what I mean? Mooney M20R by Karen Addo. Confirm. And it said saved. So if you try the little gadget again, it should work. I hope. So if you type in plane, it should appear. So we're here in the Mooney, and a big shout out to Ailerons into Wind. Do you guys know Ailerons or Stuart? And well, he's posted the official POH for the Mooney. Now the Mooney has a whole load of different variants. It has, like, I think the J was the most popular, but the Ovation 3, I think this one is, which is the R type. They have a whole load of different kind of, stuff, different performances, different power, and different kind of stuff in terms of the avionics and autopilot and all this kind of jazz. So the one that Carenado based their modelling on was the Mooney M20R, which is the Ovation. So they are quite an old aircraft, but then they were completely upgraded. I think the company was sold off to China, and then it was bought back by an American company. Mooney now own it again, and they build these aircraft now in the United States. And the good thing is, well, they've started building them again, which is good. So to start, we're going to go down here, and well, we're going look, see, the bot knew what was happening. So we're going to turn on our battery, and we're going to turn on the alternator. Yo. And we'll open our little window. Sounds really loud, but I hope you guys are okay with that. There's someone in a jet, but that's okay. So we're going to turn on our nav lights, our rotation, and our recognition lights. We're going to open the top vent here as well, as was our wont. Hey, Luke is here. Good to see you, my dude. Luke or Luke? I think it's Luke. Happy Monday to you. Oh, look, Seamus McNeil, straight away. Thanks, Seamus. Ooh. Oh, God, no. That was strong. But yes. So fingers crossed we don't get any stutters. If we get stutters, it means just some Egypt using a custom livery. So please don't be that Egypt. There's only one Egypt allowed here, and that's me. The biggest of them all. So what we're going to do, we want to start up the machine. So we have our fuel tank down here, and we're going to check a couple of things before we get going. So if we scroll down here in the Mooney, well, we want to make sure that our parking brake is pulled on. It's like the switch. You ever see like the Mercedes? It's just like a lever that glunk pulls back. So our parking brake is on, which is all grand. And we have our fuel tank selector. We have off, left or right. So our tanks are fairly well balanced. We're full to the gills. We're going to go on the left-hand tank for a start. So to get us going, we're going to put our prop mixture to full. And we're going to put our mixture in to rich. And we're going to turn on our boost pump. So our booster pumps are now on. Get some lightage on in here as well. Hey, Dan is here. Good to see you, dude. Abo92 rambles in. Bell Bro is here as well. Papa Joe says, how do you start a new flight without the obnoxious ground handling people being in front of you? I think the best way to do it, you can turn them off. So if you go into your graphic settings, you can, I think it's like traffic settings, you can turn them off completely. It just kind of makes it handy. So at this stage, well, we're pretty much going to be ready now to start the engines on this. So, well, engine. So we're going to say, out the window, clear prop, and mean it. So we have our mag switch over here on the left-hand side. We're going to flick it to right, left, and both. Have a quick check to make sure no one's going to ramble up in front of it. Otherwise, things will get messy very quickly. And we'll go for start. ho. It's alive. So we have a good start in the engine. We'll watch our RPM. We'll keep them down under 1,000. We can now close our little window. Because it gets kind of loud. Do you know what I mean? Now, me frames are taking a bashing, but once we get airborne, we should be fine. So what we need to do, we're going to hit our D and B key. That resets our directional heading and also our B for barometric pressure. So it fixes our altimeter. Captain Riku is here. Good day. Good to see you, my dude. So at this stage, engine is now running. All is well. We can see up here, we have our fuel flow on the left and right tanks. We have our outside air temperature. We have our vacuum. And then we have our voltage meter. So we can now turn on the avionics or the radio master. That'll power up our Garmin GNS 530 unit. And we'll also put our transponder onto standby. So we're flying in VFR conditions. It's kind of marginal VFR because we got a lot of cloud coming in on live weather. We'll worry about that after a little while. So with everything said, the first thing we're going to do is put on our CDI to GPS. That's going to be following our flight plan. Course deviation indicator, I think. So that's the first thing. I wonder now, did this other thing work? Go back here now. Getting data. Oh, look, it worked. So with the ticket gadget, you can actually, this is a modded GNS 530, and it's brilliant. It's from the same guys who brought us the GTN 750, and it just puts in a whole load more functionality into your standard avionics. So basically with this, we can check on what the METARs are saying. So it's giving us the METAR of our final destination tonight, so we can read through it. And what's kind of nice here is the top line, or the top section, that's pretty much how a METAR is read. So it gives you the ICAO code of the airport, the date, well that's the 26th day of this month, which today is the 26th, and the time was at 1920 Zulu. So it's about 13 minutes old. So it's telling us that winds are 360 at 2 knots, clear sky conditions, temperature is 11 degrees, dew point is 6 degrees, and our QNH is 1018, and it's saying there's going to be no significant change. So the weather down there is clear skies. Now, the next bar down, you can actually read, well, it's telling you, so your altimeter 1018 in hectopascals, or it's 30.06 inches of mercury. Mainly in the United States, they use inches of mercury. So when you hear them say altimeter 29 or 9 or 2, well, in Europe, we tend to be, 1015 or 1016. So it's telling you the wind is coming in at the north, 360 degrees. There's no 0 degrees, it's 360, and then it's 001. And it's at 2 knots. So there's a tiny bit of a breeze at 2 knots. Visibility is greater than 10 kilometers. Temperature is 11 degrees Celsius, which is 52 Fahrenheit. And the dew point is 6 degrees Celsius or 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, Yorkshire Pud is here. Good to see you. So it's just really, really handy information. So that's our final destination. If we want to figure out and say, right, what's it going to be like at Varna? So we'll put in here Varna. So if we click on our little push button, we can change this. Right, so I want to change it to Varna. So the code for Varna is LBWN, or Lima Bravo Whiskey November. LB. Was that a stutter? I think it was. Always stutters. Okay, so if someone's in, guys, if someone's in an aircraft with us, make sure you don't have any custom liveries. Otherwise, I'm going to jump out that window. So if you're after loading into the sim and you're using a custom livery, would you mind terribly changing it? And we'll give it a second to see if it fixes. It's 21 knots wind on live weather here. Ooh. Yeah, we'll have a look at the minute. Like the sim is now like totally unresponsive. So if there's anyone in, as I said, a custom livery aircraft, would you mind terribly jumping out of it? Because we have stutters. And we don't like the stutters. So what are we saying? LB W. Come on, Sim, you can do it. We all believe in you. What's really bad, look? Who is it? Who's the genius? LBWN. Seems to be sorted now. So whoever that was, thank you very much for jumping out. So we're going to get the data here. Damouni has taken revenge. So our first landing, as I said, is going to be down at Varna. So we can see that, let me see, 090 at 11 knots, clear skies, so then clouds are going to go and there's no significant change. So that's good. So we're flying into kind of clear weather, alrighty? So that's good. You know what I mean? So them stutters are now gone. Thankfully, I'd say someone loaded in and they've changed their aircraft. So a huge thank you. I know it's kind of a silly request, but it's just a limitation with the simulator at the moment. So our booster pump can come off. We're going to set our initial altitude here to 3,000 feet. And we're going to ramble up here and turn on our taxi lights. And we're going to get moving. So if you are ready, I am ready. Yeah, give it a few minutes, guys. The stutters will... They'll go. It's just a workaround we have to do until the sim kind of figures out how and when to fix it. So don't forget, the next development update is actually going to be released on Thursday, which is the 29th, which is going to be interesting. Now, Murphy, what runway do we need to get out of here? Well, that is the question. So I'm going to check LRBS, select runway. I can bring this up, look. So I can select runway, no runways available. Well, that's handy. Okay, LRBS, let's have a look. Let's click in here. Weather. 050 at 9 knots. So it's saying runway 7 is the best. So we're going to go with runway 7. So runway 7 is going to be down here. So if we look at where our aircraft is, we're here. So we're going to taxi out to the left-hand side. We can see Moose Knuckles. So we're going to go down. We're going to hang a left here and follow Moose down to one side. Isn't that handy? Murph, you're in a non-default aircraft. You're making me stutter. Please change the default. No, the Coronado aircraft are fine. Anything that's available inside the marketplace are not the culprit. The problem is any custom-made liveries for aircraft that Microsoft servers are not holding. That's where the problem is. So it doesn't matter that I'm in a Mooney and you're in a default. That has no impact on it. The only issue is if I was using a custom livery, you don't have that custom livery, your system is then pinging Microsoft to say, hey, what's this? And then Microsoft just goes, what? And then you have stutters. So if you have stutters, there is someone else there, Philip. And there was with me. So we'll give it a second. It should figure and sort itself out in a moment. So we're going to taxi down here to runway 7. The sounds of the Mooney are amazing, aren't they? Oh, look, I can hide this fella now. You're taking up the screen, Murph. Gabriel Dill says, Murph, at airport on our server, cannot see anyone, please help. Make sure your multiplayer settings are turned on. Philip says, no stutters, just messing with you. Philip, would you get out of that garden? Alison says, tons of stutters. Maybe give it a minute or two, Alison. You saw I had them, they're now gone. They're kind of come, oh look, there's one of them. We'll give it a minute. If it all goes wrong, don't fear. Just jump off multiplayer for a little while. We'll still fly together. I've loads of information of what we're doing tonight. And it is going to be a pleasant flight. It is a nice area to fly in. And there's like so much history here. This place is ridiculous. So as we're going to approach the active... Oh, there's the starters back with a passion, look. I bet you it was the Gikna. My money's on the Gikna. So I've engaged my brakes. And I need to start pressing buttons. There we go. Press loads of buttons, Murph. Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today to fix something. Now, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't it? This is mad, isn't it? Hang on, we'll fix it. It's grand, lads. We've been here before. Here's this thing, look.
Oh, man. Don't hit me with them negative waves so early in the morning.
Right? So we have Oddball here to, he's going to keep us company. So data, right? Multiplayer. Good luck in the cup. Turn it off. You shall not interfere. Apply and save, right? And wait, we apply and save. Come on, you can do it, Sim. And with that, watch there be a sim crash. The whole thing will explode. Watch. Give it a second. It'll explode. Go back and resume. Look at this. Yeah, totally butterly smooth, man. But it just means I'm flying on my own. Because I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Oh, mind your speed, Murph. I'm doing things here in the background, so don't mind me now for a moment. So I've just loaded in now with, Join FS. As was my wand. So we'll see now if Join FS will pick it up. So we'll refresh. We have a handful of peoples on Join FS, so we'll jump outside. And we can see 1 or 2 people here. Okay, so we're on the TTM Flying Circus server. If you guys want to join in, you're more than welcome to. This is the what we call Plan B. Now, if Join FS starts kicking up because my internet kind of goes, what? Well, then there's going to be words. Seamus says, I'm going to run me bus into the Gicna. Prepare for ramming speed. Right, at this stage, lads, it's time to get going. Are we ready? So, power coming in. The Gicna appeared and the stutter started. Yeah. It's alright. We'll figure it out in a while. We'll get used to it. So, takeoff power is set. Airspeed is now alive. Gonna hold the centre line here as best we can. There's 60 knots. We're gonna look for about 80, then we can rotate. There's 80 getting light now. Oopsie daisy. Tapping the toe brakes, plenty of runway left. Gain up a little bit of speed first. There's 100 knots, I'm happy with that. Gear coming in. Goblin says, why am I seeing an airliner here? We're in Europe and we're on the North Europe server, so chances are that guy is just totally innocent, do you know? He's just flying along. Dana says, no worries, I'm in a Spitfire. I'll take care of the Gicna. Now wait till we get airborne and we head down towards Varna and we'll give it a shot again. It could be worse, it could be raining. So it's actually quite a nice morning departure here. The weather's quite nice. And again, it's live weather. Not live time of day now, it's actually night time here. But do you know what I mean? It looks well. It looks very well. So we'll watch our old climbing profile here, Murph. So we'll go to heading mode, which is going to be about there. We're going into set 3,000 feet. We're going to go FD, heading, autopilot on, and we're going to continue our climb here up to 3,000 feet. And that's just tickety-boo. Peter Pasco says, not using Join FS, nothing against it. I just want to see myself land on stream. That's okay, dude. That's okay. These are only kind of temporary problems. They will fix this. Do you know what I mean? So, we'll work around it. We'll have to. That's kind of loud. So we can see some aircraft lights kind of behind us and also there. So again, we're off Microsoft servers. We're getting a happy little 50 FPS. And so far so good, dare I say it. All is working somewhat kind of okay. For the moment at least anyway. So we're going to do a left turn. 90 degrees. I was flying with Fabio there on Saturday morning for a little bit. Doing some pattern work over in Geneva. That was pretty cool. Hey, Keen Lafford is here. He says, hello, people of the internet. Good to see you, Keen. Hope all is well. So as we're flying around, right? Well, I've stuff to talk to you about. As we usually do. So, what's happening in the news, man? Well, first up, right? Hang on. Where's my little newsreel thingy? I'm Ron Burgundy. So we have a bit of scenery to show off. You'll see it there on the main screen. So this is from a company called RC Studio in collaboration with Aerosoft, and they've released Trento Mattarello Airport, Lima India Delta Tango for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's located in Trentino in Italy. It's very close to the Italian Alps. It's open to private, touring, little cargo and medical flights. There are some flight schools for aircraft, including airplanes and helicopters, and also gliders. The airport includes a helicopter base that performs various tasks, including first aid, avalanche rescue, fire protection, transport, and others. Departure, arrival, and approach procedures have all been added for choppers. Ooh, all there for helicopters. That's pretty cool. You can purchase this add-on over on the aerosoft.com website. It is €10.50, and it actually looks pretty sweet. There's a lot of custom detail gone into it. So the ground texture has been completely customized. High definition PBR 4K textures. The PAPI lights are working. Implemented SIDS and stars. Animated objects reacting to the time and weather. Animated hangar doors. Interior tower. The hospital airport and hospital heliport has been included, and custom nighttime landing. So it does look nice. Very fancy, as we would say. Now, while that's doing that, I'm going to turn another left-hander. So moving on. Wrong button, Murph. But wait, there's more. So this happy little fella here, right? Wait till you see this thing. So this little chopper here, right? India Foxed Echo. And we all know who they are, India Foxed Echo. Because, well, they're the guys who brought us the likes of the MB339. They're now working on a chopper. They plan to release a helicopter over in Microsoft Flight Sim. And, well, basically, they've been working on this under the radar with the goal of experimenting with the Flight Sim's availability to create entirely custom flight models. This is a research project and has been going on since December, with a little bit of help from other people involved with helicopter simulations. The developer's goal is to create a by-the-book flight model, one that can accurately simulate the specific character or characteristics of rotorcraft. To that end, they've decided to go with the Mini 500, known for its simplistic attributes. It was actually a kit helicopter sold to the home-built market. It wasn't very popular, and its safety record was actually quite terrible. But in saying that, it works tickety-boo in the sim. So, India Foxed Echo, who we know are a huge developer, and I would say one of the most successful here in Microsoft Flight Sim, because, you know, they brought out the MB339, so they know what they're doing. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with them bringing kind of choppers to the world. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's kind of interesting. Just kind of mildly interesting. Do you know what I mean? Now, on the last bit of news that we have, I think it's this one. Yes. So Carenado. That's Spanish for like wings or something, isn't it? So Carenado's next aircraft for Flight Simulator is going to be the twin-engined P-34T Seneca 5 or V. And we saw one picture of this a couple of weeks ago, and it's very, very close to release, which is interesting. So the fact that they've put T in it, it's turbo, so it is going to be high performance. The new images show a beautiful model inside and out. The detail here is really impressive, and the Seneca is looking very realistic and especially charming with the steam gauges. I absolutely love steam gauges. In the real world, the current version of the Seneca 5 is offered with the Garmin G1000, but it's nice to see that Carenado have decided to go for the more vintage look. I think most people prefer the look and feel of those classic gauges, which definitely give it more character to the cockpit. So the Seneca is one of the few options available for light piston twins, competing differently or directly with the Baron G58, for instance. Microsoft Flight Sim definitely needs more variety in this category, I think. So we have the Seminole and we have the Baron, but yeah, this is going to be pretty cool as well. So we're unsure when it's going to be available, but I would reckon soon, very soon. Carenado kind of kept that under their hat there for a little bit. So yeah, pretty awesome, eh? And then as a reminder, the next developer roadmap for Microsoft Flight Sim is going to be out on Thursday, which is the 29th. And they're going to be giving us information regarding, well, what's going to be happening in May, June and July. So any kind of sim updates, world updates, new features, old features, and all that kind of good stuff. So that'll be interesting. So there we have it. That's the bit of news I found kind of today. Ooh. And a huge shout out to msfsaddons.com. That's where I get all my info from. So be sure to check it out. So anyway, if we're still suffering with the stutterage, if you want to jump onto Join FS, cool. If not, well, we can kind of sit back and relax, and we'll see how it all goes. We have 19 other players currently flying with us in Join FS, so it's not terrible by any regard. We can see them kind of somewhere. There's lights behind us, and we probably have a few more lights in the vicinity as day is finally starting to kind of happen here. So speed is, well, we're on rental mode. Altitude is 3,000 feet. And what we're going to do, we're going to ramble over here and go back onto our autopilot. So our CDI is already on. We're now going to go to nav mode, in which our aircraft should bank to the left and rejoin the magenta line, which, as was our want. Phil says, I'm on Join FS. Nice. Okay, cool. Piat Laros is here. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, like, guys, I know it's super frustrating when it comes to like the stutters. There's nothing we can do at all. So we have two choices. We can either look at it and say, blast and damn, or we can say, right, let's get serious. We're going to sort this divil, and we're going to go with plan B. Now, consider ourselves on plan B, but let's see how it goes. We'll flick it back over to Microsoft servers after a little while, because that's what we like to do. Do you know what I mean? Where were we at? We're over here somewhere, look. Yes. Goblin says the stutters are gone. Oh, nice. Keen Neffert says only 21 days until the Eurovision. 21 days, 3 weeks. Keen, how are you going to control the absolute excitement? I don't know how you're going to do it, but I think you will. So now that we're airborne as well, but I want to say hello and thank you. Or thank you. I have withdrawal symptoms from watching The Royal, or The Crown. The Royal? The Crown. I missed The Crown. But anyway, we're going to say hello and thank you to a lot of people. Dougal McTavish says, holy whatsits, those thunderflies are good. They absolutely are. They're so hot right now. But we have a lot of people who support the channel, and well, I'm just absolutely, what's the word I'm looking for? Gobsmacked, but there's another one. Transmoglified. And I'm very, very grateful. So I just want to say hello and thank you to the people. So we have our flight crew: Anna Crusses, Andy Shaw, Austin Butenbach, Bellbro, Captain Sickbag, Sir Neil, Fly Darren, Ford Entertainment Group, Gareth Byrne, Goblin to Biz, Hal Jor, Larson 202, Mac Shiggity Pilot, Nathaniel Davin, Nick Stratford, Peter Fast Pete 84. Then we have Peter Paskoff, Ricky Callagher, Samson Video, Tim Middleton, WB 1990, Willie Canuck, Causeway 04, and Muse Fan. Thank you very much, my dudes. Next up, we have our co-pilots. What? I know, right? Co-pilots? So our co-pilot's a big shout out goes to Bad Dog. He's a great dog, really great dog. He's kind of a missing dog lately. I haven't seen him in a while, but I hope he's all right. He's still a great dog. Bad Dog, Brian Spain, Dougal McTavish, HCBR 1100, the fearless leader of the Thunderflies, Jarden 1 Abel, John Ambler, John Morris, Ludos Regum, Mark Dyson, Noel Kay, Patrick Cullen, Pilot Peely, Sean Leo, Tony Robinson, Mr. Z 123. We have Airwolf 643, Alaska 559, Andrew Hill 87, Arctic Turn, Bozman, Billowette, Brandon Lowe, Brown Doe, Bitmonster, Captain Butters, Capbat 9, Causeway 04, CDN Taz, Chemical Ole, Chill Corky 54, Citizen 6, Cool Sax 98, Cyboman Drew, See You Later, Draco Sensei, Dragon 40th, Epic Fool, Espin 74, Fort Noob 15, GNLU, Goblin Zeus, Goodness Sig, Hans Grubber Jr., Hawk Driver 101, HCBR 1100. We found him a second time. Here's Johnny, Ibanez Axman, Jacob Mossad, JMS 737, Joey Bolo 77, Johnny Aardvark, Jamaumu, Copper Pete, Kozaki Flyer, London Controller, Mike 71G, MJ Daiso, Mr. Snowhill, Mr. Z Rider, Naughty Gnome, Neon Jedi, Nighty Night Owl, P. Anderson, Piat 691, Philly Roach, Pyrotech, Purple Kona, Rad Pilot Randy, Red Dragon Comrie, Rob MCR. We have Rogers RC 75, Roger Moe, Seamus McNeil, CDL, Shuffle Shoes, Skydive Man, Snowy Master 738, Soaring AJ, Splasher 6, Swamp Dragon, Test Pilot 72, The Flying Fabio, The Winged Llama, Whack-A-Mo, Waltons, Wolf to Fear, BMF Smurfy, Big Tone 66, Scorpio 49, Celery Sticks, Aristocrus, I'll get there in the end, Aristocrus, Eamon 1973, and DC Viper with K Branch and Sir Fuzz, bringing in the co-pilots. Many thanks, my dudes. The support is nuts. Ooh. Oh, the tasty beverage on a Monday night. Oh, so right, but oh, so yeah. Yeah, baby. Anyway, moving on, we have our pilots in command, and a big shout goes to Ailerons into Wind, Alison Johnson, Oz Flight Simmer, Captain Rudiger, Dale Jones, Dangerous Brian, Daza T. Arab, Annalisa, Kaharia, Kebmo25, Kingsman 9965, Mad C 888, Mark O'Gorman, Mr. Chippy, Scotland Comet Project, Seamus McNeil, Tom LeCrab, Train Williams, Warhamster, Wayne Prefontaine, Ivy Proofin 007, and Jepson 2001. These are legends. Legends. Thank you very much indeed, my guys. Ooh. And then last but not least, we have these mad lads. Our wing commanders. We have Andy Brown, Colonel Fork 85, Gibbo Ireland, Jan Morecamp, Old Veteran 965, Wayne Butler, and Coley 205. That's a lot of people. And I know you might be saying, but Murph, do you know what I mean? You guys, go to the trouble of subscribing to the channel or, becoming a member. It is the least that I can do. And it's nice to get your name shouted out. It is. I like my name shouted the odd time. Once I'm not in trouble. But yes. So thank you very much indeed for all the support you guys are giving. Ooh, tasty. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah. Now, are things happening? They would appear to be happening. Now, let's see. It's kind of busy in here tonight, isn't it? So we're chugging along. You're for me, no tout. Hello? Ailerons in the wind is here just to pop in to verify your gauges. I got my eye on you. Yes. Speaking of which, ailerons, I'm going to swap over to the right tank because that's what you do after 5 gallons have been burnt. Look. Ooh, somebody read the manual. Seamus says, your thanks is appreciated. Well, thank you, my dude. It's a bit of an essay now. Quick, Murphy's gone into literature mode. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah. Here's one for you, right? So, I was out for a walk with the young fella. Two-Tone Junior. The other day. The weather in Ireland has been absolutely fantastic. So on Sunday, we went out for just a walk in kind of like a local area. And we had a race, physically running. I didn't fare out too well. Well, there was me, Mr. Two-Tone, and Two-Tone Junior. And well, put it this way, I came second. He's so fast right now. And well, today he cashed in his prize. His prize was, you have to do something. I was like, all right, okay. So what he did, he said, I've got just the thing, he said. So he rambled over to the shop. Who'd be this guy? He rambled over to the shop. And, well, he bought this thing. It's called Toxic Waste Hazardly Sour Candy. Now, I don't know if you get this where you guys come from. It's made in England. Right? It's confectionery of something. Look at this mad-looking divil. I see the mods are in there pretty quick. How did that get away with? How do you even get a name with that? Hang on, what can we do? Oh yeah, we can report him as well. Report it. That was kind of mad, wasn't it? Just see that Egypt who came in. He's now gone. It's okay. The world is safe again. But anyway, toxic waste or sweets, right? And hang on, I have to open it. Basically what he said was, you need to have this, right? Oh. And basically they taste like your fear, right? So it says toxic, hang on, ASMR, listen. Right? So if to eat one of these, that was the thing. He said, you have to eat one of these on stream. I said, what are they? They're toxic sweets. What? But basically, they're really sour. It's candy, but it's sour. But it says, hazardly sour candy, toxic waste, watermelon flavour. This could put me off watermelons. Hey, Jay Winniger's here. You stay classy, San Diego. So it comes in a little pink wrapper like this. This is going to be absolutely detrimental. And look, don't drop it. I nearly dropped it. Look, that's what it looks like. With my hand out of focus. So I will have to now eat it. Oh, ASMR, you ready? That's kind of just. Oh god, oh. Oh, God. Oh, God, they're awful. Oh. Did you... Oh, God. Oh, my God, these are horrible. Oh, God. My teeth... My mouth's gone dry. It's like cotton mouth. Oh, no, these are horrible. Jeez, this would cause stutters in the sim. Oh! It's still going. Oh! It's like... Oh, just getting heartburn now. Oh! I can't even bite it. What sort of a sicko makes this sort of candy? What has he got against kids? Where was this made? Oh, God. Toxicwastecandy.co.uk. I've eaten some mad things in my day. I've drank some... Oh, when you bite it, it makes it worse. Ah! Oh. Oh no, it makes me gin go fizzy. It reacts to the gin. Oh no, that's just not, it's all wrong. Right, we're back. Oh God, hang on. Now, Jesus, I'm almost sweating here with that. He's giggling here, which really? Man, what sort of candy do you call this? When I was a child, we ate nice things like, you know, Skittles and stuff. Even Chewits, not toxic waste. Where was I? What was I even talking about? I'm completely lost. Current heading. Oh yeah, you're asking me questions. Current heading is 131 degrees. Altitude 3,000 feet. Speed, well, we're fairly nailing it. We can bring it back a bit. Mechanical says, does... that literally takes your breath away. Mechanical says, does the traffic only show on VATSIM with the new G3000 mod? Oh, I think so. I think Two Tone Jr. got his money worth. There's going to be revenge someday. Inject 1,000 cc's of tasty beverage. It reacts with the gin. It made it fizzy. It nearly went up me nose. Could you imagine if that happened? Oh. Annalise is dancing for Murph's soul. God almighty. That was rough. Wasn't it rough though? Jeez. We almost lost Murph. What happened to him? Death by candy. He ate toxic waste, hazardly sour candy. I'm in a hoop. Excuse me. It says... can't breathe. People are flying through me. It says, you know, not for children under the age of 3. It should say, like, not for human consumption, unless, like, they're your mortal enemy. God almighty. Shame, I wonder if someone could get Join FS to show. Oh. Oh, look, we have some people's flying. So what we're going to do at this stage now, because it is this stage, and we have some people's flying with us, even if you're not, if you're flying with us in spirit, because the sim, the servers are acting all kind of robotic and, do you know what I mean, stutteridge, just have a headache now and everything, that stuff is absolutely bonkers. Anyway, so if you're flying along with us in some sort of capacity, well, do now press the number 2, and we'll get a head count. Hello, Fireflies. That was quite possibly the worst thing I've ever tasted. Ooh. It's appropriate that I did that tonight, you know. Bittersweet. Kane Lafford, you're up for the count, my dude. The Ration Pack Vegemite Challenge. I know what that is, dude. That ain't pretty. Especially if it's cold. Peter Paskov says, I'm also doing a wind wave. Not that anyone can see, except maybe for some of the Bulgarian villagers down there. Keen Lefford says, 47 plus a Murph. Or whatever is left with a Murph. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It could have been worse, though. It really could have been worse. What did Huey and Ralph think about it? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be like, hey, did you notice me chair, by the way? I covered it. I'll show you in a while. I've two things to show you tonight. Careful how you phrase that, Murphy. There are two things you will be exposed to. No, that's not better. There are two things I want to show you. Yeah, that's better. There are two things I want to show you tonight. First and foremost is, well, a video. What? Yes. You get a sneaky peek of our next Monday night adventure. Ooh, and... I've just realised I'm after eating that sweet after Mexican food. Red alert! Red alert! Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Oh. Gabriel Dillon says, Murph, I've given up. So much for my epic return. Catch you later. What happened, dude? Was the sim knocking you out? Oh. I remember seeing one of those ration packs. Oh yeah, they were just bad. Alexander says, what video card is worth it? It's actually hard to get any at the moment, dude. It's very hard. All depends on your budget, though. If you can get a 3000 series Nvidia, yes, they are good. They're very good. Rest in peace. Teeny tiny toilet. It'll be nothing but this for tonight. Watch. Hang on. Oh, I sound like this fella. Hang on. This is important. Why do I sound like this? I pressed the wrong button. Hang on. Yes.
Custom. That's not right. Where's the one I always do? Hang on. What?
Here we go. Yes. It tends to be this one. But the reason I've jumped into here was so that I can do this. Do you know what I mean? Could you hear that? Or maybe you couldn't. Hang on.
There's me again. Fart noises. They're real. Aileron says, the ration pack ain't drama. The Vegemite challenge is basically one tube of Vegemite on a spoon and an included bottle of Tabasco. Chew up in the mouth for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, stop chewing and then swallow. What? Gabriel Dillon says, share the love and hit the like button. Oh yeah, we've a like button. Smash it, the thumbs up it, button it, thingy. Murph Churchill. That's grown up, right? The absolute height of maturity right here on the Flying Circus. But yeah, so anyway, what did I say? Oh yeah, two things I wanted to show you. Yeah, that's right. One, anyway, is this going to be a preview video of our next Monday night adventure. So, the Orient Express, this is part 6 of a 6-week tour that took us 7 weeks because I took a night off. You know how it goes. Pilot Peely says, sorry about that, but I feel much better now. So yeah. And then the next thing is, well, I've put a cover over my chair. Free advertising, man. So I'm going to do a thing with that. Traffic, 5 o'clock. Oh, we can see it. Who is it? November Kilo Romeo 54 is ahead of us. And we also have a Moose, Knuckle Life. And then we have dudes behind. This is a good show. How many people on Join FS? 22 pilots on Join FS. That's good. And again, we're using Join FS as like a backup. Do you know what I mean? For the moment. As long as it behaves itself. If it doesn't behave itself, I'm going to get awful kind of... Do you know what I mean? Get awful upset. Arzizi says, hey Murph, you get my cats go crazy. Or I got my cats going crazy. You look... Oh no, you took the night off when I did all the work that day. Yeah, remember after the Bremen, I was tired. I was perplexed and tired. But yeah. So if I flick on this screenage here, look. So you can see this kind of a green ring outer thingy. But that's basically giving me indication as a pilot. Whereby if, you know, I had to land or ditch, that's showing me where I can make it with the engine shut down. And we can see a bit of traffic on the screen as well. Pretty cool, isn't it? Shots fired! So annoyed they didn't give you a sponsor. It's kind of weird, isn't it? But it's okay. We're covered. We're absolutely covered. I know. Literally, it's covered. It's a big black thing that went over it. Covered. But yeah, I know what to do. So, yeah. It's all happening now. Catbat says, once I join FS, do I do anything else to the sim or just get out of the Microsoft servers? Just get out of the Microsoft servers. So you want to make sure you have a green light on server and a green light on the sim, and that's it. Gabriel says, Murph, I need to install Join FS. Me owl buddy. That's okay, dude. Drop me a little message, Rooney, over on the Discord. I think any of the other guys should be able to add you as well. Buttons, Murph, buttons. I wrote tech. Right, 1 second now. Many buttons in the background. Members. I can do it, science. Right, so P-I-E. So basically, once you connect to JoinFS, just look for TTM Flying Circus. The password is the logs 2. And Naughty Gnome is working on moving the whole system over to a new server, which is faster. Huge shout out for Naughty Gnome for all the help in this regard. And yeah, we'll see how it all works out over the next few days. I thought it was the Toxic Park region. Oh dear. Subtly changing the subject, Murph. Yes, you see what I did there. So we're kind of getting on all right. We're heading down to our first stop, which isn't terribly far away. Buttons, Murph, buttons. Oh, that's not right at all. Here we go. LBWN. Oh, look at that. It's talking to me, but you can't hear it, so we're okay. But anyway, Varna, right? The history of the airport dates back to 1916. Mail plane services from Sofia to Varna was held between 1919 and 1920. Varna is the third largest city in Bulgaria. It's the largest city and seaside resort on the Bulgarian Black Sea coast. In the wider region of the Varna Lakes and the adjacent karst springs and caves, over 30 prehistoric settlements have been unearthed, with the earliest artifacts dating back to the Middle Paleolithic period, or 100,000 years ago. There we go, that was easier. A key archaeological site in world prehistory, internationally considered the world's oldest large find of gold artifacts. Ancient Varna, first a Thracian settlement and then of the ancient Greeks, and it then became part of the Roman Empire in 15 AD. The Roman Thermae is the fourth largest preserved Roman bath complex in Europe. Varna is under the Roman Empire, was known as Odessus. It's also the place where the last crusade ended. Varna's Sea Garden is the largest landscape park in the Balkans, and the, Apru-Hasrafo Bridge. It's one of the biggest bridges in the Balkans. Nuts, isn't it? Juice Lemon is here. Good to see it. The words, payback. The words. Is it worth a buy? Did you ever watch Worth a Buy? He's brilliant. Hilarious and brilliant. Will the stewardess come? You wouldn't know. You just wouldn't know. So yeah, the Orient Express, it's been a hoot. We've learned many things on our journeys. We've learned that the cheapest beverage you can purchase on the Orient Express is what? I know you guys know it. I know knowledge. So I does. I tells you. Pretty much, Gabriel, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, dude. Hey, Fly Guy is here. Good to see you. So what was the cheapest beverage we can buy on the Orient Express? What the deuce? Ooh. Wayne Prefontaine is in the house. Good to see him, my dude. Hope all is well. OJ, yes. Orange juice. The juice of the orange. $10 for a glass of orange juice. What? And that's the cheapest. What? That's nuts. It costs you an arm and a leg. Or maybe like half an arm, but most definitely a leg. Anyway, do you know what we get to do now because she's back? We get to do this. Dance emote into the chat for Annalisa. Ailerons into wind is away. You take care, my dude. Many thanks for stopping by. Kevin Riley says, a bit windy in live weather. It's all good. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 1900 Zulu time. Monday nights are right here on YouTube. Wednesdays and Fridays are over on Twitch. Be sure to rumble over to our Discord. That's where we hang about when we're not on the live stream. And we also have a website. What? I know, right? Very fancy. Annalisa jumps from train and rolls down the tracks holding $10, which she didn't use to pay for an orange juice. The LFPS are kind of doing the thing, aren't they? This might be a bit premature, but do you have a plan for our next adventure together on YouTube Monday? I do, Kevo. And once we get landed at our first stop here for this evening, I'll show you a video. Because the actual video won't be going live until, later on in the week. Ryan Singleton says, it's Singleton from Twitch. What up, my dude? Water is $15, says Gregor. What? The orange juice would have kind of a negative effect on you. Well, no, it wouldn't. It would have a negative impact on your, stomach. Annalisa says, given it Varna socks that have Dracula heads on them. Peter Pascoe says, yeehaw, just landed the King Air at 15 feet per minute. Well, wasn't that fancy? Very, very fancy. Nice work, my dude. So yeah, we're back in the Mooney. Isn't it nice? Very fancy. But yeah. So this week we have, our normal YouTube flight tonight. Wednesday night is going to be fun. Friday night is going to be fun. And don't forget, we'll have Colonel Fork on Tuesday and Thursday. Then Alison Johnson is going to do a massive stream next Saturday. 10 or 11 hours or something. What? Oh, and it's a 3-day weekend. Go on, Europe! Do you know, it's we have a long weekend next weekend, which is super cool. So that probably means more late nights for Murph. 5 o'clock in the morning. Ugh. So I was messing around last night in the Bell 47G. It's going to be the first payware helicopter for Microsoft Flight Sim, and it's nice. And it's not released yet. They're planning to release it this week. All going well. All going well. So I was showing the guys kind of what it looked like, and yeah, it looks nice. It flies really well. It has 3 different settings, similar to that of the HC135, the freeware one. So you kind of have like easy mode, medium, and then like what the mode. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Arzizzi says, Murph, what do you think about the new P40 and the upcoming Bell? The UL by Asobo and Otter by Aerosoft. Well, the P40 is awesome. There's 1 or 2 issues that need to be sorted. Because the audio from the P40 bleeds into other aircraft that you have, which is kind of a nuisance. But it's really, really nice. And I love what the devs have done with it. Big Radials, they seem like just a great bunch of lads to be making these. The Bell 47, as I said, I was messing around with that yesterday evening, showing the lads I was flying it around Shannon, and we ended up in, like, we went to all kind of cool places. I was looking out some of the new landmark packs from Orbex. So we had a look at Singapore, we had a look at Frankfurt, we were out in Afghanistan at one stage, and then we ended up in Rome. And the Twin Otter does look amazing as well. And there's a list of other aircraft currently getting worked on, so happy times. Colonel Fork says, we learned more about Rome than the helicopter. I started waffling about Rome last night. I love Rome. I've been there many times, and every time I go there I learn something new, and I absolutely adore it. It's fantastic. And yeah, I was waffling to my heart's content there yesterday. I was like, oh, this is that place, and ooh, here's the other thing that has a place. So Dangerous Brian wants to know the runway, so let's go in here and check. I can show you this now. There we go. So we're going to say, let me see, select runway. That's okay. So saying runway 09 is going to be best for us due to the wind. So if we click on runway 09 and we go down to where the airport is, which is here, it'll show you kind of roughly where the approach is going to be. So where we are versus where we want to be lining up our approach into runway 09, we'll want to be turning to the south soon enough. And then runway 9 is going to bring us in on this side. We can have a quick look at the airport. We're going to plan to exit the runway at Charlie, which is about here. You guys can see that. And then we'll get parking kind of where this dude is, which is Colonel Fork 85. So we're going to aim for a landing to land and depart, and you know, exit the runway at Charlie. If we don't make Charlie, we can make Bravo. But it's a huge runway, so we should be laughing. Foreflight is just the cow's moo, isn't it? Rome, says Gregor. What have the Romans ever done for us? Messina is the gateway to Italy. Ah, says Kevin. I love Rome. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, the history, like, I suppose my favourite history is all around the Republic becoming an empire. That fascinates me. It's all about Julius Caesar and Augustus. Some of the earlier stuff is interesting as well. Like, you go way back to Romulus and Remus, but also the Punic Wars. They had 2 of them, and their naval battles, and like the Carthaginians, who I think they got their technology from the Venetians. They came out of Lebanon and they controlled the Mediterranean, and it was basically the IKEA of how to build ships back in the day. They numbered everything, and it was all kind of flat packed. You, or is it ooh? What's the password for JoinFS? It is the logs 2. All one word, the logs 2. Colonel Fork says, where the heck is Monte Cassino? Italy somewheres. Where's Jay Winokur? He be in there with another sentence. We just keep kind of, you know, Band of Brothers stuff. But yeah. Love Rome, I do. Kidnapper says, I think the very best way to see Italy when on holidays is to roam around. All the time. Alex says, are you developers or just selling games? Are you developers or just selling games? Neither. I don't develop and I don't sell them. I use them. I'm like you. You're like me. We just like add-ons. I do a bit of beta testing, alright. Only because I like beta testing. How do you make a Venetian bling? How do you make a Venetian blind? Ah. My brother says it's hot in North Africa. It's hot in North Africa? Then we got the flamingos. How do you expect to slay Germans with dust on your jump wings? See, it's just going to turn into, like, you know, Calamity Band of Brothers night. Remember, boys, 3 days and 3 nights of hard fighting, you will be relieved. If you didn't watch Band of Brothers, there is a special padded room for you at the local inn. In you go, don't come out till you've watched it. Amazing show. So we're kind of getting close here. Fuel situation, left and right tanks. We're alright, we're burning off the right hand tank, so we'll probably swap it over to left once we're going to go for our landing here into Varna, which should be nice. It's amazing. Personally, I think they should have made the capital Ramble, not Rome. What is the hold-up, Mr. Zobel? Isn't it brilliant? Oh. Absolutely, Goblin. Absolutely. Do you ever watch like the special features on the DVD of Band of Brothers where the guys went off and they did their boot camp? Amazing. The actor who played the bull, seemingly he was better at doing the impressions than the other guy. So he used to do them like all the time. It's kind of funny. The old beard is coming along, isn't it? I've noticed, right? It doesn't, hang on, it doesn't grow here. It clearly it knows something I don't, but I'll leave it to its best judgment. So yeah, what's your plans for the week? Are you back working yet? Is everyone back at work, or are you back in school or college, or are you finished up now? Do you have a bit of time off, or have you any projects going on in life? Maybe you're doing some work at home, or maybe you're doing some work with the sim, or maybe you're just chilling out. What's happening? Weren't there 3 Punic Wars, says Wayland. That is a good question. My understanding is there was 2. I could be wrong on that. My understanding was there was 2. And there was a huge battle, and they actually torched Carthage, which is in modern day Tunisia. Kevin Riley says, I haven't worn the green suit in 20 years. Ooh. Mr. Tudon says, I'm liking the beardage. Thank you, I grew it myself. Yeah, baby, yeah. But yeah. So what we're going to do here, lads, we're going to be making a turn down to 180 degrees momentarily. So we're going to go heading mode. Ding. And we're okay still here at 3,000 feet. It's getting windy though, I've noticed that. Algebra was easy for Romans. X was always 10. I see what you did. Alexander said, my grandfather came from the USSR to Berlin. Ooh. Naughty Gnome says, painted the gateposts at the weekend. That was thrilling. Colonel Fork says, streaming is my work right now. I should be cleaning my place and looking for regular work, yet here I am. That's quite okay, my dude. That's quite okay. It kind of, you know, once you, for me anyway, like once you get into streaming, kind of weird when you say streaming, but like once you get into doing this kind of a gig, it's so addictive. I love it. More to the point that I get to go flying with you guys. That's what I absolutely love. And I love being able to catch up with you. Oh, that's kind of loud. Because like as mad as, you know, as mad as I am, well, you lot are mad too. And you have very funny stories to be telling me. So it's all good in the hood. There was 3 Punic Wars. Gotcha, okay. But I think like the last one I think ended fairly quick. Like the first one was 20 years or 50 years or something. Kevo has a Grinch costume too? Don the Greens. For the Grinch? Yes. The Grinch is a great bunch of gas. Very warm in that mask though. Not gonna lie, very warm. Speaking of warm, it's very warm in Ireland. Well, it's to change now. It's to go back to like winter tomorrow. But for the last couple of days, it's been quite nice. I didn't get any sunburn yet, you know. I'm still gone from pasty white to a less pasty white, but I can still be characterized as being pasty white. Soon, someday soon. Hey, Scott Voigt is in the house. Good to see him, dude. Scott, we weren't saying at all that you were the reason why I was up till 0500 this morning. No, we said it wasn't your fault at all. He, in fairness, he told us some awesome stories. The stuff he got up to. Hilarious. So our plan is we're going to land here. I can only really follow the Join FS guys, so we'll try and catch their landings. Then I'm going to show you a video of what's going to be our next group flight. And then after the next group flight that we do on Mondays, right, our plan then after that is we'll give you the choice of 3. And, well, you guys get to choose which one we do. Patrick Campbell says, oh, we're called missing a key, only I have. Gotta go. It was fun while it lasted. Oh, dude. That's okay. You take care out there. We'll see you soon. Peter Paskov says, it's warm in Germany too. I got to mow the lawn before the snow comes back. Nice. Annalisa says, you are now a pasty white level 3 instead of 2. It's terrible, isn't it? Sinan's back. Hey, Sinan. So we're kind of getting close here. We're going to be making a left turn pretty much now, all the way over to 090, which is there. A runway in sight. Mechanical says, well, for me, the TBM mod plus the G3000 plus JoinFS is no good. I just had my FPS drop over time to a slideshow, had to quit and try a different plane. Oh, that's never good. Lee Russell's in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, Mechanical, like my frames are sitting on kind of 30-32, which isn't great either, to be honest. So we'll give it a few minutes and see what happens. Maybe the servers are going to be behaving. Hey, see you later's here. Good to see you. So autopilot has been turned off and we're now going to hand fly it all the way in, as we can see the runway ahead of him. Don't look behind you, Murph. One of these days, I can't lie, I did have a very fine life and took advantage of all the fun I could, Murph, says Scott. We need to give the bear some vodka and go to bed. Have a good flight. You feed that bear, Alec. Many thanks. Kevin Riley's on the left base for runway 9. We're on a 10-mile final, maybe? But we can see you, Kevin. Do. A little bit high. Colonel Fork says, everyone look at Murph's head. Don't look at me head. Mechanical says, it was a CPU or RAM bug, but my graphics card dropped to 10% usage. That sounds like it's the coherent GT bug. Are you using a custom nameplate mod by any chance, Mechanical? You know, the fancy nameplate mod? That's, if you are, 100% that's the problem. Annalisa, redeems, look at Murph's head. Oh dear. Right, so for our approach here, we're going to change our tanks over to the left. And a quick check on everything. Speed is a little bit high. We'll start bringing that back a little bit. Clavo41 is here. Greetings from KMSP. Good to see you, my dude. Greetings from Tipperary in Ireland. Happy Monday. Scott says, I was amazed when I show up and saw him flying there. I was wondering why again was he there? Or, yeah. There are no words. Mechanical says, no, dude. And is that the most up-to-date G3000? Alright, we'll hit our little speed break here just to slow us down. We're just on 2 miles final for 09. Little bit of a crosswind. I'm good about 0 to 100. Your 0 to 100 would make it 600 for me, I think. So there's 500 feet. We're just below the old glide slope. Keep the air brakes deployed. That's looking better. Landing gear coming down. We're going to aim for the center line here. Watch your speed coming down. 1 notch of flaps here as well to help with the drag. That's a little bit better. That's what I've heard. I've been out of town, posted a couple of photos. Yeah, they were amazing, weren't they? Jebaku is here. He says there's going to be a pink supermoon tomorrow. Nice! It's not the mod. My CPU is at 100% but no mods. It never did that before. Oh. I don't know, my dudes. I just don't know. It is very frustrating, but give it time. It'll sort itself out. It always does. It's just, it is frustrating. I know it is. It drives me nuts. Right, we're going to aim for the center line here now. Best behavior, Murphy. Don't absolutely make a mess of it. Easy does it. Easy does it. There's touchdown, 75 feet per minute. Yeah, we'll take it. Oh, we're doing the dance with the rudders. Here we go. Bring our flaps back in. Spoilers away. as we ramble down the runway here. Well, there it is. I'm not able to do... Hang on. Well, there is that. I am not one to like to get up early unless I have to. Absolutely. Who likes that, man? So we're just about to roll onto Charlie. This is over here on the left-hand side. Hang on, that says Alpha. My charts say it's Charlie. That's weird. I take it the sim is wrong. Because this 100% says Charlie on me foreflight. Anyway, that'll do us. We'll exit the active, park it up, and then see if we can catch a couple of you dudes flying in. That'll do. Hit the brakes. And we'll jump out of here. So we'll press this little button. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Oh, we got some dudes coming in. This is nice. I've no way of knowing who you are. So this is the... No way of knowing who you are. You know what I meant to say. But we'll check them out anyway. This is going to be awesome looking. Hide me for a second. And maybe make it a bit brighter so we can see what's going on. There we go. Beautiful landing so far. So, inbound is a Cessna. And we can see a Mooney. And it looks to be a TBM. The Crab says, the sim is wrong, Navigraph shows it as Charlie. Gotcha. So here comes a person flying in a plane. The approach looks good. We're looking good for the approach. It's looking tasty. There's a Mooney and a Cessna. Oh, look at the float. Look at the float. Can he do it? Can he do it? Touchdown. The Mooney's down as well. There's another Mooney behind. And then the TBM. Ooh, utterly smooth. Andrew Noble 70 rambles in. He says, hello, Mr. Murphy. Hello, Mr. Noble. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. Happy Monday. We've got more. So an advantage of Join FS is, it can track the aircraft from like miles away, which is really nice. Here's another Mooney. The approach looks good. Ooh. Deploy the butter. Fantastic landing, dude. Next up, here's another TBM. Oh, he's right in the center line, this guy. Oh, very nice indeed. Ah, yous are showing off now. We got another Mooney. Scott Voigt says, 129 watching, only 84 likes. Please show some love and smash the like button. It's free and painless. Well, many thanks. That looks to be a Piper Arrow. Right in the center line. Look at that. Beautiful. Very nice indeed. Here's a Mooney coming in behind. Wonder who that was. I don't know, but they're so hot right now. Oh, there's a flare. And he's down. Kind of. Sort of. Almost. Very nice. We have 2 peoples left. Hey, that was Catbat in the TBM. You big show off. Didn't he do wonderful? Here be it, a Cessna. Even with a pair of legs. Nice. Very nice. That was awful fancy, wasn't it? Even with the pair of legs. 2 more coming in. This is kind of cool. I'm liking the old Join FS landings. It's like, you know, who is this? Who is it? We don't know who it is. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. There he is. Hang on. Come on, computer. You'll figure it out. Somewhere.
Well, that wasn't such a chore now, was it?
Here we go. No, almost. Hang on. Any moment now. Musefan says it's me. He's stuck in the time continuum. Well, he did get down very nice. It's like a yo-yo plane. Nice. Here comes another Cessna. All eyes on the Cessna. No pressure at all. You're too low, Coog. You're too low, Coog. Mystery landings. It's like the theme of Unsolved Mysteries. Remember that music? Oh, look at this for a landing. That was beautiful. Even the pair of legs now. Oh, yeah. Look at the legs on that. That was a great landing. Very, very nice, dude. Mystery pilot. And behind door number 1, mystery pilot number 1. A bit of Blind Date. Do. Do you remember Blind Date? Right, that would appear to be, well, the posse has landed. The loopage is hilarious. Yeah, it was just like, hang on, I can do it. Hang on, I can do it. I know how to do it. So here we are. We've landed it. So we're still on the Join FS servers. I might jump over to, will I jump over to the other one now? Let's just see if it works, shall I? Shall I? So we go to data, turn on the multiplayer, apply and save. Yes. And go over to Join FS and we'll, bing bong, disappear them. Jump off the network on Join FS and then give it a second to see can we load in some aircraft. Which I can still see some aircraft, so this is kind of good. Hit the escape key and turn on our traffic nameplates. Cool. Okay, so we've got some people. And no starters for the minute. Okay, we're doing good. Right, so hang on. We need to jump over here. So, remember, I was telling you I had 2 things to show you, right? This needs its own sort of music. Because it's almost like, it's going to be like an awkward advert. Hang on. Let's see what we can do here. That totally works. Even though it doesn't. Right? Do you know what I mean? Hello and welcome. There we go. Like what you see? You too could have your name here. Yeah, right? The only thing is, if I put my head back into it, it's almost like false advertising. They'll think, Murph, we can put our name on your head? Hang on. See what I did there? So for any potential sponsor out there, I'll do a deal with you. Provide me with things. Fancy things. And we can put your name right there. Why people spend millions and millions on advertising? Do you know what I mean? And marketing. All you need to do is put a sheet over your chair and say, you can advertise there. Do you know what I mean? I'll be getting phone calls all day tomorrow by some of the biggest companies in the land to say, Murph, we like the cut of your jib. We want you to run our marketing. And I was just like, yep, that's what I do. And you play it with funny music. Is this why you're up till 5 a.m? I had this idea at around 4:30, chatting to the lads. I was around Rome and I saw like different advertising around the city. And we did it in Frankfurt as well. And Curtin was like, that's just kind of weird advertising. And I said, hey, advertising, right? That's how it did it. That's how it did it. How much is it per minute? Ooh. See? I'll take 20. You got 20? No, we'll take 30. 30. We got 30 over here. 30 over there. 20. 25. Okay, we'll take 25. 15 coming in. No, hang on. I'm going the wrong way. 30. We got 30 over here. Yeah, 40. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's more. 50. Who said 50? We got 50 over there. See? Do you know what I mean? Your name here, it could appear on the chair of many things. Could you imagine what we could put there? I wonder who our sponsor is going to be. We need Kerrygold to sponsor you. Foster and Allen. Me Uncle Mike. Oh, the rebellious beard, yeah. Maybe if there's some sort of a beard grooming crowd. Grow your beard like Murphy. Your name here. Right there. Hang on. There. He did say I played playing tour guide in Rome. I did. Those big companies being like Daniel O'Donnell and co. Yeah, the O'Donnell Industries. I love my mommy. Hi. Fabio is going to book an ad spot. Yeah, that's what happens. I think it looks nice. It's a great idea, isn't it? It's genius. I didn't copy it off the Grand Tour at all on the Ebola-drome. We'll get our dog company to sponsor you. Yes! A picture of a dog. I'll be your dog. Do you remember that song? The Chas Man says, top of the afternoon, Murph. Good to see you, my dude. Just for men, hair colour for men. This is Murph. He used to have no hair. Miracle Grow. We're onto it. Or boot polish for your hair. Yes. Or this stupid thing could be advertising free. Toxic waste sweets. Candy. Not if they gave me $1 million. Horses get shaved. Hey, Steve A is here. Good to see you. Wayland is away. Oh, I have a video to show you now before you go. Hang on. Now, where'd you hide it, Murph? Now, I think this will work, right? I think this will work. Your first hard-boiled hair. Oh, yeah. Hard-boil your own hair. Anyway, I hope this works. So I'm going to jump over to this other screen and play a little video. Dougal McTavish, I want my name there with the £20 donation. That is absolutely fantastic.
Appreciate the comeback, good buddy.
That's ridiculous. Hang on. See? So for tonight, I'm wearing the new sporty Dougal McTavish chair. I find its comfort to be second to none this time of the year. Let your Dougal McTavish chair keep your buns feeling warm and secure this springtime. Could you imagine it? That's hilarious. Oh, it's the Dougal McTavish chair. It's so hot right now. I want to be on you. Hang on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Colonel Fork says, how much for a 1 week chair sponsorship? I don't know. I just didn't want to give it to the other guys. They were getting it rent free. Dougal McTavish, that's amazing. On the head. No. The rental face on this is for hair only at the moment. Anyway, will I show you a video while we're waiting? And then we'll jump back to here, right? Are we ready? He's ready. Are you sure now? Are you ready? Let's go. Hello. Hey everybody, and welcome to this preview video starting on May the 3rd. The Fireflies are back in the United States. Over the next 9 weeks, we'll see some 21 different airports. We'll be following the reverse of Route 66, starting off in Santa Monica. We're going to work all the way up back to Chicago. We'll have 1 or 2 deviations along the way just to check out some of the local sites, including Las Vegas, Nevada. And I found a place called San Miguel Ranch, which looks, fancy. So each Monday night we'll be live on YouTube, starting off at 1900 Zulu time. The plan shall be on the North Europe server. Our only request, it's got to be GA all the way. So, clear your schedule, clear your folders, and make sure you get in plenty of tasty beverages. I'll see you on the ground at Santa Monica. Until then, be good. Right? Do you know what I mean? I just seen it there. Does that make Dougal the chairman? Dougal has your back, Murph. Do you know what I mean? So yes. That's our next plan for starting next Monday. Route 66 in reverse, and we're going to add in a handful of other stops along the way. 9 weeks, some 21 different airports. What? 21 different airports? And, you know, just to make things even more interesting, each Monday in our Discord channel, in our food channel, I want you guys to suggest a food that is local to that particular area each week. So, for example, Santa Monica, what do they eat in Santa Monica? Surely there's a local dish. And we do that each week, working our way up. It's going to educate us. It's going to learn us in the ways of places that we can visit. Watch out, Dougal's behind you. Dougal McTavish chair. He's the chairman. Does that mean we have to fly backwards? It could happen. And here's the thing, right? Imagine what aircraft we're going to have over the next 9 weeks that we don't currently have now. Ooh, and 9 weeks, lads. That's going to get us very close, very, very close to DX12. You know what I mean? Going to be cool and awesome and brilliant. So, we have made our first stop of the evening. It's now time to carry on to our next stop, which is going to be all the way down at the Ataturk International Airport. It's a general aviation and cargo airport. It used to be the intercontinental passenger hub, but it was closed to commercial passenger flights in 2019. All flights were transferred to the new Istanbul airport. In 1911, a small apron with 2 hangars was built for the Turkish Armed Forces. In 1933, today's Turkish Airlines, they started its flights with 2 Curtiss Kingbird aircraft. The small apron was expanded and a new passenger terminal was built. It was considered the beginning of the airport's 86-year history. 86 years that airport ran for. So today it's mainly used for general aviation, a couple of military flights as well. So that's going to be interesting. Kendra is away. You take care. Many thanks for joining us. Scott says, to Xbox release and more children. It's all good. John Morris says crisps. Jepson says Santa Monica, the Bubba Gum shrimp. Oil shrimp, fried shrimp. Let's get the... You can have any sort of shrimp. Have you heard Coffee House doing his King of the Hill impression? Really? Oh, I laughed out loud. He does an amazing Hank Hill. Oh, Bobby, all the dang thing. I don't know how he does it. It's amazing. I could listen to him for ages. Anyway, Longboats the Crab says, thanks Murph, it's an early night for me. I test first thing tomorrow morning, so I need to rest them. The Route 66 flight will be fabulous. Well, many thanks, my dude. Watch out, there's a Dougal about. Dougal on the chair. He's the chairman. And now a word from our sponsor. Oh, we need to do that. And now a word from our sponsor. I need to do one better and maybe like put a face on it. Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't it be hilarious? Right, I've lost my mouse. No, I haven't. It's back. So we'll do this. Ooh. And oh, look, that. Why don't you like, subscribe, and get notified? Button came up. I don't know why that came up. But since it did, sure, it's why don't you like, subscribe, and, well, get notified? No, see? Do you see what we did there? So, now, where are we at? Well, we're over here. And, well, we're going to continue on our flying. We're still in the Mooney. What are the frames? Oh, the frames. The frames. The vowie. Now, I know how to fix this, right? You're not going to like it, but I'm going to stay on Microsoft servers, but I need to do a thing. So I'm going to go down here to data, and no, I'm not. I'm going to go to traffic, and I'm going to go down to use generic models and put it onto high. And let's see if this gives me some help with the frames. 27, 26, 27, 28. No, it's done pretty much nothing. So we'll turn it off again. Traffic, yes. Turn that off, yes. And we'll turn off the nameplates. Right, that's grand. So we're going to meander on to our next airport. Are we ready? Oh, turn it around, Murph. So back over to runway 9 as was our want. There we go. So we're going to just back taxi back up to runway 09. And yeah, see what happens. We're going to depart out. The weather isn't doing what it was supposed to be doing. Like, that's not Kavok conditions. That's like a lot of cloud, isn't it? Clear. Live. Yeah, that's interesting. It's supposed to be clear skies now. So I'll tell you what, we'll just pick in the middle, will we? Just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Pilot Petey says, I'm getting the same. It's weird, isn't it? I got the call up to have my second COVID vaccination. It's on Saturday morning, says Alison. I heard that on your stream. Congratulations, Mrs. Fantastic news. Hope everything goes well for you. Because, well, you mad person, you're doing a very long flight on Saturday. It'll be grand. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So we'll jump back here to the pad of I. Buttons, Murph, buttons, you can do it. So we're going to depart here from runway 09. And then, friends, it's going to be flying over an airport, Lima Bravo Bravo Golf. And then we head down the coast of the Black Sea all the way down to LTBA, which will be our final stop for this evening. There's someone levitate. I imagine it's a chopper. Tlin says it's the same weather here. Yeah, maybe the weather changed. We'll just put it on a few clouds. It brightens it up a bit. Do you know what I mean? That was very dull otherwise. So all is looking well. Frames are kind of recovering. We're back up into the mid-30s. And so far, no stutters. So I'm back on the North Europe server if you guys would like to jump over. For the moment, it seems to be doing rather well. And we can see thunderflies, which is going to be amazing. Emiliuson gets ill on stream. You'll be fine. We'll keep you company, don't worry. So, quick check. All our lights are on, as our want. Transponder back onto altitude. Phil Boardman got his last jab Saturday. Oh, nice, dude. How are you feeling after it? Sure, it's 09 because I'm on the opposite runway, says Peter. Uh-oh. It's grand. We've got this, lads. We've got this. So we're going to fly runway heading. We're going to climb up to 3,000 feet. Circle around until we're kind of all happy. And, yeah. Oh, careful now, Murph. Don't break it. Whatever you do, don't break it. Colonel Fork there with the METAR. Nice. If you just type METAR into the chat, it should work. Or did I set that up? Oh, no, maybe it's only on Twitch. Could be only on Twitch. Anyway, that's not important. What is important, we're going to hide this fella. Just declare a medical emergency and land where you must. Absolutely. So we don't need flaps. Meter's rich, prop is full. Let's get flying. Power coming in. Power is set. Airspeed is alive. Hold the center line. There is 60. There's 70. We're getting light. There's 80. Oopsie daisy. Ooh, that was sporty. Positive rate of climb and indicated. Tapping our toe brakes. Bring a landing gear back in. We shall throttle forward. Adjusting our pitch trim here. All looks well. We're on heading mode, altitude mode. We're going to activate the autopilot. We're going to plan for 3,000 feet. We can change this divel to 1,000 feet per minute because we have lots of power behind us. All is well. So yeah, so we're going to have loads of work to do figuring out different recipes each week. What do they eat in places? And as I said, 9 weeks. After the 9 weeks, there's going to be a choice. I'll let you know kind of maybe halfway through where our next group flight could be. I'll give you the choice of 3 different places and well, every kind of time we do it. We're going to keep these on YouTube. I hope you guys don't mind that. Our Monday night stream on YouTube. It's just, you know what I mean? It's to branch out, do you know? I should have put a disclaimer in there. So Dougal paid... It's not what that is. It's a pure mess. But Dougal, many thanks for the super chat. But yeah, if a sponsor wants to find it, you know, they can. Well, we can talk. Office hours are from 0800 to 0801, Monday to Monday. Same day, 1 minute, and it's a premium number. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, all is looking kind of nice here. The elevator trim button does work fine, Murph, for using the Bravo trim wheel. Was it only after you press the elevator trim and then it works? Because I wasn't sure. I know I had it before on some of my old equipment. Speaking of old equipment, do you guys have old flight sim equipment that you just don't use anymore? Because if you do, right, and I don't know if you want to sell it or not, but I'm thinking of kind of having, like, we'll call it the lucky bag. Like, I have old stuff I don't use. I have an old pair of Cytec pedals. They work. They're not going to be brand new, but maybe someone who's struggling to get hardware equipment. Do you know what I mean? And I have a joystick there. I think it's an X52 or something. And I have a Track IR4. I have bits and bobs that I've accumulated over the years that I just don't use. So I'm thinking of maybe putting up kind of like a lucky bag thingy over on Discord or on the website. And yeah. Peter Pascal says, autopilot definitely not working in the King Air. That's very strange. And Elisa says, as long as I'm allowed to stay under the tarp on Mondays. Alison says, yes. Ah, nice. Brilliant. That's fantastic, isn't it? It must be amazing to have a trim wheel with the Mooney. How accurate it is. Like, it's very kind of finite, or, yeah, finite movements. Yeah, absolutely. Colonel Fox says, Murph, the real challenge would be get the local recipes the week before, then make them and try them on stream. Ooh, challenge mode. So we're just about to come up to 3,000 feet. Bring the power back a little bit, Murph, as not to kind of, you know, break the thing. Keep our RPM as it is. Manifold pressure back to 20. Should be kind of around the, well, the 13, but it's okay. And at this stage, we're going to start making a left turn over to 360 degrees as we fly around the airport. And what we're going to do now, lads, because we are back on Microsoft servers, well, we're going to do a thing. Let us all now, once again, press the number 2 to see how many peoples are flying. Hello, Fireflies. Scott says, I tossed my old X52 back when no one wanted flight sim gear. Ooh. Alison says, I've missed having a trim wheel like you wouldn't believe. I know, right? Annalisa says, lucky bag, get them on eBay, Murph. The ginage needs to be topped up. So if you guys are new here, many thanks for joining us. This is the flying circus of Two-Tone Murphy. We're here with the Fireflies and the Thunderflies. Our community live streams every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Monday nights on YouTube, Wednesdays and Fridays over on Twitch, all at 1900 Zulu time. We have an amazing community. We aim to be some sort of an induction point into the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Somewhere where you can start, make some new friends, learn some skills and, things when it comes to our group flights. We focus mainly on GA aircraft. We got enough tube-liners out there. We got 27 plus a Murph. Nice. There is another button. It's over here, look. This one. Larson says, hi guys, just tuning in. Can't fly with you, but enjoy and good flight to all. Well, many thanks, my dude. Was just look at the state of these guys. Work the camera, Murph. Use the force. Bear with me. We'll get there in the end. Thunderflies. Aren't they just incredible, lads? There they are. Pressing buttons and trying to do this is just like, what? The challenge is real. We'll find them again. Where did who go? I was doing so well until suddenly I absolutely wasn't. Let's see if we can catch them. Here they come. Aren't they just unbelievable? Do you know what I mean? I need to work on my camera skills. I was doing alright-ish. Man, look at that. Isn't it class? They're so hot right now. The only thing we're missing is the roar of the jets, yeah. That'll come soon. And, you know, smoke. That'll come soon as well. I don't know how to do it. We were flying with them the other day in Bal, and like, oh, look at this. There was 10 of them flying. Ah, that's amazing, lads. Absolutely fantastic. They're so hot right now. Hey, look at our own formation flying going on here with the Fireflies. It's so competitive. Fireflies, Thunderflies, someone else's flies. Peter Paskov says, many years ago, I've seen the coast of Varna from 30 kilometers. Oh no, from 30,000 feet. Oh, nice. So, quick status check. Fuel is okay. We need a left turn here, Murph, so we're just going to go straight to our nav mode. We're going to resume on course. Our speed is okay. Oh, it was Wombat as well. That's the other guy. Yeah, Wombat kept me up as well. So on Saturday night, for any of our members, right, for the co-pilots upwards, we did our own little kind of group flight on Saturday night, and it was brilliant. Warhamster brought us around the Canary Islands. It was amazing. We started off in La Palma, we went over to La Gomera, and then Tenerife. It is something we're going to do in the stream soon. Some island hopping in the Canaries. A lot of fun. Where are the butterflies, says Fizbin. That's a good name. Kevo says, walks over to the beer vendor tent in time for the next Thunderfly show. So we're fairly trashing now. We're getting do you know what I mean? It's time for this. Murph's back in the Mooney, baby. Ain't it pretty? I have to say though, hats off to Coronado. Like, they really know how to do the modelling, don't they? Like, isn't it superb? As we sit here in now Annalisa's seat, she'll be loving it. Right, so how are we getting on here, Murph? All is well. Into rental mode here. We pick up the speed a little bit. So we have a distance of about 34 nautical miles to Burgas, which is just going to keep us kind of flying down the coast. So out there we have the Black Sea. So the Black Sea, it's a marginal sea off the Atlantic Ocean, lying between Europe and Asia, east of the Balkans, which is southern Europe, or else southeast, and south of the East European plain in Eastern Europe, west of the Caucasus, and north of the Anatolia in Western Asia. It's supplied by major rivers, principally the Danube, the Dnieper, and the Don. The watersheds of many countries drain into the sea beyond the 6 that share its coast. The Black Sea covers, wait till you hear this, 436,000 squared kilometres, a maximum depth of 2,212 metres. That's over 7,000 feet. The Black Sea is bordered by Bulgaria, Georgia, Romania, Russia, Turkey, and Ukraine. The Black Sea is the world's largest inland body of water. Ooh, and ah. Annalisa growls. That's autopilot, yeah, Otto. O-T-T-O. Hey, Otto. That guy. Shouldn't it be called the Sea of Colour? For those politically correct, I'm surprised they haven't renamed it yet, you know. That's the way the world is going. It's going bananas. And you have Simpsons characters saying, we're sorry for, like, doing what we did. Like, God almighty, do you know what I mean? What's going on with the world, lads? It's just getting silly. But anyway, that's enough drama for tonight. So we're heading over to Constantinople. And he just said that's enough drama for tonight. So Constantinople, it was the capital city of the Roman Empire. Wait till you hear this, right? So the Roman dude, the Roman kind of emperor kind of said, right, that's it. I want a new Rome. I don't like this place in Italy. We're heading away here to some far off place. And let's call it Constantinople. I believe his name is Constantine. So Constantinople was the capital city of the Roman Empire from the year 330 to 395. He got 65 years out of it. Founded as the Byzantine by the Megarian colonists in 660 and renamed as Constantinople in 330 CE. In 324, the ancient city of Byzantium was renamed New Rome and declared the new capital of the Roman Empire by Emperor Constantine the Great. So that would have been Gnaeus Constantine Magnus, if my Latin is correct. Would that be right? Anyway, Magnus means great. From the mid-5th century until the early 13th century, Constantinople was the largest and wealthiest city in Europe. The city became famous for its archaeological masterpieces and architectural masterpieces, such as the Hagia Sophia, or the Hagia Sophia. In 1930, the city's name was officially changed to Istanbul. Istanbul is the largest city in Turkey and the country's economic, cultural and historic centre. Istanbul is also the most populous city in Europe and the world's 15th largest city. What? All I know wasn't it Taken 2 was filmed there, or was it Taken 3? My daughter was taken once. My wife was taken 2. And then in Taken 3 they took out Liam. Poor old Liam, he was doing so well. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. What I have are a very particular set of skills. Skills that make me... Oh, do you remember when Kermit did it? Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Mick Lagarde, as the Vikings called it. Oh, really? It's kind of nuts, isn't it? I have a particular set of skills. Skills of which I've acquired over a very long career. Man, Liam, you legend, you. But yeah, I just find that absolutely fascinating. And Europe is kind of like, Europe is weird. Like, considering you have the European Union, and you know, Turkey is not in the European Union. They were going for it at one stage, but then I think they kind of, you know, how Vlad came along and said, you can join with us, stay with us instead, it's better here, we have Sputnik. So they kind of said, sure, listen, we'll go with this fella. So but what is interesting, of course, about Turkey is, well, I don't know if you do your history, but the Ottoman Empire, fascinating crowd altogether. And also then, you know, the likes of Constantinople. But we flew here during our Middle East tour, and the scenery in Turkey, it's breathtaking. What a beautiful country. It's amazing. Kane Leffert says, my Kermit impression will always be superior. Peter Paskoff says, as the Deadpool said, I had another Liam Neeson nightmare. I kidnapped his daughter and he wasn't happy. Bell Bro was away. Have to call it a night. Early morning tomorrow. Was great flying with you Fireflies again. And thanks once again for the epic stream, Murph. Many thanks, Bell Bro. You take care, my dude. Many thanks for joining us. Pat says, I have a particular set of skills. I'm going to try and use that as a pickup line. Could you imagine? Hi. Hi. I have a very particular set of skills. Get out! You can see it now. Denied. Did you fly over the Cappadocia? I don't know. Maybe we will. Like some of the mountain ranges, like it's and again, I would have considered Turkey being kind of, you know, deserts and sand and everything else. Not at all. Amazing forestries and it's beautiful. As I say, we were speaking of which, we were flying in Afghanistan the other night. Now, like, that's just like drama, loads of drama. So we flew it off the stream the other night, and just wow, the scenery over there. It's not surprising considering it's probably the most photographed place on Earth with satellites, but absolutely amazing. Musevan says Seth MacFarlane does an amazing impression of Kermit doing Liam Neeson. Yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you release the girl now, he's brilliant. I can't even do it. Nightage and lots of crispage to Annalisa, says Belbro. I have a particular set of skills. I count stuff. Kevin Riley says Panzer turrets as border guns in southern Turkey. Wow. No, it's fascinating. Like, this neck of the woods is fascinating. And like, you know, the way this neck of the woods is definitely on my bucket list. I want to travel here. You can drive to the Black Sea, like, that'd be amazing. And there's a mad beach. Is it called? I think it's called Sunny Beach. It's like a Bondi Beach. It's just one of these mad places, like, you know, you alcohol drinks for like, I don't know, 10 cents or something. It's supposed to be nuts. Roger says your door is open. I know, right? Waltons, how's it going? Oh, mind your buttons, Murph, will you? Behave yourself. Walton says amazing history in Afghanistan as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was fantastic history there. And like, what a contested piece of land for the Afghans. Like, it's the French, I think the Belgians at one stage, definitely the Russians, the British, and the Americans. It's nuts. Sunny Hill. Sunny Hill. Remember Sun Hill? Go on the bill. Got Kermit, Liam, and Keane all rolled into one. It's so funny. Colonel Fork says, I love this community. I am too... Colonel Fork, have you watched... Look at them go! Have you watched Kelly's Heroes?
Oh, man. Don't hit me with them negative waves so early in the morning.
Sunny Beach. That's the one, John Morris. That's the one. Sunny Beach. Oh, look, wait and hear this one. Listen, this is hilarious. Ready?
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
That's a clip out of a film, right? What was it called? True Lies. And she asked poor old Arnold, you know, it's like he was called to the principal's office and he's in trouble. Listen to it again.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Yeah, but they were all bad. Oh, yeah, I read it, yeah. Every time. Scott, they are your sounds. I was going through them all earlier on. I was like, taking that. I put a few of them in. They're so funny. I didn't get any new ones. Oh, no, I didn't get any new ones. Well, there's 3 of them that are new. I just thought that was hilarious. But they were all bad. Oh, dear. The whole movie was great. True Lies, isn't it? Good old Arnie. Have you ever cooked eggs? Yeah, but they were all bad. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Some are not family friendly. No. Oh, do you know what I found? Showing things with Murph. Hang on. So first up is the aeronautical charts of Ireland. Look at this. Look at the state of this. Hang on. Ooh. Can you see it? It's the VFR aeronautical charts for Ireland. You know, so I won't get lost. This thing is huge. It's like, it's massive. What else do I have? Oh, look. This one here is for official use only, not to be carried in aircraft. Air publication 1548, March 1936, and the second edition was June 1941. Instructions and guide to all officers and airmen of the Royal Air Force regarding precautions to take into event into falling into the hands of the enemy. Issued for the information and guidance for all concerned by command of the Air Council, something. During hostilities, a copy of this publication is to be issued to every officer and to every airman whose duties might take him over enemy territory. An issue is to be made to every officer and to every such airman who joins the unit during the period of hostilities unless he already has a copy. Number 2, commanding officers are to ensure that all other personnel have a broad knowledge of the principles principles laid down here within. Whoosh. Can you see it? Give it a second. It's looking at me finger. Hang on. It's absolutely nuts. Part 1. Information that should be given in the event of capture. Ooh. Part 2. What the enemy will try and find out from you. Part 3. Source methods of which can be employed by an enemy to derive information. Part 4. Don'ts. Don'ts. Don't carry or allow anyone else to carry any papers, official or private, on a flight, an envelope which may be given information, everything that gives something away, even old tram tickets or a bill. Turn out your pockets as a matter of routine before going up, even if you don't expect to go over enemy lines. This is a copy of a little booklet that was given to paratroopers, British paratroopers, during the war. Isn't it nuts? Pilot Peely says, not landing at this runway. Correct. We're not going to land here. We're just using it as a nav aid, just to get us back on the coast. I must try and scan that. This is really. I got all this stuff in Normandy when we were there. And oh, wait, you see this. Look at this. The battle map of Normandy, June to August 1944. Right? Hang on. Wait till you see this now. This is the cat's pajamas altogether. This is a copy of a map. Right? A copy of a map which was used by the Allies in 1944. You can't really see it. I need to come up with like camera skills. But essentially it lists every major German gun battery, every depot, where they thought were enemy strongholds. But they also had, you ever heard of you've often heard of Big Red 1. That was the infantry. But there was also one, it was the big highway. What was it called? Big Red, I think, or Big 1. Basically, it was a main road that they drove from Cherbourg straight to Berlin. That was it. That's all in it, and that's a huge map. Massive. Pretty cool. Are you sure this thing is declassified, reading it publicly? Murph, are you of Flightline? Says Phil. Yeah, I'm following the Magenta line down by the coast. So we're just flying here. That's the Black Sea to our left-hand side. And we've just left a place called Borges, and we're here now over a place called Chernomorets. Chernomorets. Red Ball Express, that's the one. Cornerfork says you should get a sponsorship from a living history group or something. Where'd you get that, Murph? In Normandy, right? So it's a reprint of a map from 1947, which is mad. Hey, London Controller has arrived. Good to see you, Jamie. He says, what a legend, evening mate. Good to see you. We're here, and I'm going through some maps and cool stuff I got in Normandy. This one here is like the Battle of Normandy, but it shows all the maps and stuff, and also all the airfields. And there was airfields in this map that weren't actually... They were seemingly declassified in the 50s. They were kept classified during the war, and the reason being is some of the airfields that the Allies took over had far superior technology that they couldn't release to the world. They couldn't let them know that, oh, we have this now. It's nuts. So it's pretty cool. And then the last map I have so many things. The last map I have is the Battle of Normandy D-Day operations, historical sites and museums, and also the historical maps, which is that. Which you may or may not be able to see. Right? But in this thing, this might be a little bit easier to see. Well, you have this kind of a jazz. Hang on. Microphone's in the way. Can you kind of see that? It's really, really cool. So I must go through some of this stuff and see can we get them up on stream, because it's fascinating. And like it has a list of all the major sites and stuff. The Maisie battery. Oh. Murphy's suggestion is on Discord. Ah, good man, Epic. Good man, Epic. We'll have a look. Try and use the OBS Ninja. Oh, yeah. No, good call. Good call. There go the Thunderflies. Look, our very own aerobatic display team. Damage case, not a multiplayer. Yeah, we're live in the North Europe server, dude. London Controller, Jamie did a flight on Saturday. He was on across the pond. He flew Dublin to... Oh, no, there's stutters. He did Dublin to Washington. Was it 8 hours, I think? Nuts. So, guys, if you are flying along with us on the North Europe server, you're more than welcome. However, I gotta say, only use default liveries or skins for your aircraft. Don't use anything custom. Only use the liveries that come with the sim. If you use a custom livery, it does this. It just, like, it stutters like mad and it's unflyable. Not just for me, but for everyone. So if there's someone flying with us with a custom livery, just hit the escape and just jump out, and you can reload in, but just make sure that you pick a default livery. Otherwise, it just kind of like breaks it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's all the stuff I was shown. Loads of stuff. Yeah, we ended up going for about 10 hours on the stream. Wait till you hear this. 500 subscribers he got on one stream. What? What? 500? That's nuts. That was looking pretty bad. Oh yeah, the stutters here are just like, what the? It's like totally freaked out. We'll give it a few minutes. The offending person might exit and reload. I've the book, The Longest Day, and I've quite the story behind it for a late night. Oh, absolutely. Wait for the weekend, Scott. I'll do another 0500 madness. There we are. The stutters are seeming to go. Thank you to that person who has exited out. You're very kind. Thank you very much. So yeah, if you guys are ever on, like if you're awake, ramble into Discord on the weekend. I tend to ramble in, jump into one of the chat rooms on voice, and we can just we have the chat and we fly around and we learn some stuff. I'm still struggling to work it out as well. It was nuts, man. Walton says that's hot tub numbers. Hot tubs for the win. Yeah, we're back up around 40 frames, so all is well again. All is well in the realm. But yeah. So we're making good old time here. We're about 30 minutes out from our final stop tonight, which will bring us to the very end of this tour, which is the Orient Express. We started off in Paris some 7 weeks ago. Stutters have disappeared from me too, says Chlin1. Ah, nice. Sweet. King Laffer says, Murph, you should get a sponsorship from a book club to show you that you read everything put in front of you. Why, thank you. I'll be gone this weekend, should be back Sunday evening. Ah, nice, okay. Well, your Sunday evening will be my Sunday night. So yeah, no, disco, we'll have a look. But yeah, be sure to ramble over to Discord. If you're there on the weekend, or even if you just want to go flying with the group, jump into Discord. It's always a laugh, man. Always a laugh. So yeah, it's the last 7 weeks flying the Orient Express. Oh, we got stutters back again. Last Joe stutterage. We'll give it another minute. No, it's not liking this at all. Hang on, we'll try and fix it. And when there's a will, there's a way, and we've a way. We'll give the servers a break a little while because they're doing mad things. Ryan says, I literally joined the stream as the 100th sub bomb was dropped. Amazing. 100 sub bomb, dude. 100 subs. That's awesome. Now, where is this? We need to fix this because the sim is just doing a thing. Do you know what I mean? But we'll fix it. We're determined to fix it. Data. Come on, you devil. Right. Multiplayer to off, please. Yes, we want to turn it off. I know. Any minute, it'll think about doing it. D. We should know on Thursday what the story is going to be when they're updating the sim. That should be interesting. so far they're saying that if someone loads in with a custom livery, that's what kills it. Apply and save. Yeah, jump out of that straight away. And we're back to 55, 60 frames. Power up there, Murph. Something doesn't seem right. There we go. So, how many pilots are still enjoying the fest? We got 14. Okay, so if we check now, see, do we have any aircraft in the vicinity? They're there somewhere. So what we're doing with Microsoft Flight Sim, because the servers actually have a bit of an issue, we can use another program. It's called JoinFS. JoinFS effectively uses its own server and it injects its own traffic into the sim. So we're not actually using any multiplayer in Microsoft Flight Sim. We're using JoinFS. And it's working. We can see a TBM there behind us, another pair of lights way behind him, and so on and so forth. And in addition to that, we have 4Flight running, and we can actually see some traffic here on 4Flight just ahead of us. MYU 19 is there. Or Barchetta is over on our, looks like 1 o'clock. Have a look. Yeah, and there's a set of lights. I don't know if you guys can see them, but there's a set of lights over there. Just there. So that's pretty cool. And then we have Moose Knuckle Life a lot behind us as well. Colonel Fork is miles ahead. So it's using all these bits and bobs. This absolutely enhances your flight sim experience. It just does. And no one likes spending money, so like you don't have to have it. I just think it's really, really good. You know, myself and Gibbo, well, mainly Gibbo, was working on a video the weekend. There's another add-on that you can pick up for the iPad. It's called Remote Flight. It's interesting. It works. It works. Have a look at the video, see what you think. It's a very okay. So the one he did was basically the cockpit HD. The next video that we'll release, it's going to be based on the radio panel, and this is handy because if you want to have a radio panel but just there's no hardware, right? So you can buy a radio panel as a standalone unit and use your iPad to move the dial to kind of change it all up. That's pretty good. I like that. So that'll be on the next video when we release it. Probably in a week or two. Something like that. Kinleffer says, is Microsoft going to be on the Game Pass when it's released for console? Yes. Yes, it is. It already is on Game Pass. So it's on Game Pass for the PC, the standard version. I'm not sure what way they do it for the Premium Deluxe. I haven't figured it out yet, but yeah, no, it is available. Xbox also have this remote gaming thing. You can log in, you can just log into your browser, dial into your Xbox account and play your Xbox games without having an Xbox. Kind of weird. Cornerfork says, indicated airspeed 162, giving them 185 over the ground at 8,500 feet. Nice. We are doing a ground speed of 181 at 3,000 feet, which isn't bad either. We got about 25 minutes to our final stop here. So we're chugging along. And don't forget then, next Monday, well, we're back in the United States and we're going to start the reverse of Route 66. Which should be a bit of fun. And the gas thing is, right, it means we're going to have choppers. There'll actually be choppers in the sim, payware quality as well as the freeware ones. So I think for one of them, we're going to do a chopper flight. Get to the chopper now! We'll have Arnie in here teaching us how to fly it. Peter Pascal says, I'm using it with Game Pass since the beginning. I think all versions are there. Oh, nice, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at the scenery here. Isn't this nice? Very fancy. Disappear that for a minute. This sim though, like, is with the stutters is one thing, but like, man, it just looks so good when it works. It just does. So much luggage below. There's logs there you wouldn't even believe. Imagine saying that. I love this part of the world. Great luggage, you know. So I think Scott Voigt just invited Mrs. Two-Tone over, and Mrs. Two-Tone just very nicely put up, Murph, I'm going away for a while. Nice weather and a pool. She'd be gone. Imagine me and me own disaster. The house would be burnt down. There will be nothing left. Could you imagine it can happen. It'll happen. It will happen. Absolutely. So where are we at? We're over here. Yeah, 21 airports for Route 66. That's going to be nuts. Going to be crazy. Crazy. So, over to our right fuel tank, Murph. Alison is such a pro at this plane now. She knows exactly when to change the tanks. I'm just like, oh yeah, we better, yeah. We need to do with something. He'd be in the mankini in a hot tub pressing buttons. That's going to happen soon. Maybe not the mankini, but I'm telling you. Party time. Woohoo! Just have to let us know what you like. Do you know, an interesting thing, right? So we notice things. Colonel Forker has been messing around in the world of Forza Motorsport, and I know Jay Winokur is bashing around with IL2, I think. And there's other games and stuff. And I've dipped my toes into truck simming, which I need to get back into soon. Peter Pascal says, Murph, like Homer Simpson, Marge, I know what I can offer you. Complete and utter dependence. But it'd be interesting to see what other kind of games or sims would you guys be interested in playing. We don't necessarily have to stream it. Maybe it's something we can do over on Discord. It'd be pretty cool to get. I don't know if you're into racing. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know what sims or what you have. I've Project Cars 1 and 2. I've a Assetto Corsa. I've a Assetto Corsa Competizione. I can get Forza. But I think that'd be kind of cool if we did other things. Do you know what I mean? Alison says, me and the Mooney are one. What do you call it? Do you call it Mooney? That's what I call mine. Mooney. And Annalisa says, Alison, your middle name is Mooney. Mooney's my middle name. But you know what I mean? There's other kind of games we can do. It'd be interesting. We'd have some crack. F1 2020 and Forza are great for racing. Yeah. Who be this? Kachisky. Hey, good to see you. Forza Horizon 4. I think I have that actually, yeah. Yeah, I have Forza Horizon. You can't, well, maybe you can use the steering wheel. Yeah, just Mooney. It's effective. Simple but effective. So I think it'd be interesting if we got a couple of people on for like a big kind of a multiplayer game. Muse fan says, I have Forza 7 but never got around to installing it. Yeah. Does Pac-Man have multiplayer? Mooney Penny. Very good. Hey, Wave Tourist is here. What server? We're on Join FS at the moment, dude. Because the old Microsoft servers were like, nah, not happening. How to build a kitchen simulator. Love the look of that sharp tail fin on the Mooney, says Denton. And the whole thing is very functional, right? So there's no elevator trim on any of the ailerons back there. How it works in the Mooney is the entire tail boom, if you like, moves forwards or backwards. It pitches. It's nuts. Kevin Riley says, if exploring the galaxy floats your boat, Elite Dangerous is great. Yeah, no, I haven't really got into Elite. I did like 4 hours in it. Colonel Fork says, and with Forza, it uses the same gamer tags as MSFS. Ah. What's the steering wheel support? I prefer using sim racers or racing games with a steering wheel. I just prefer it. Otherwise, it's like hip, 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 hip. Do you know what I mean? The tires go bald fairly quick. But it doesn't have to be like super realistic or whatever. Like it's just a bit of fun, bit of racing, bit of healthy competition. Gregor says, Murph, let's play Farming Simulator. We could. I've a ton of other games. So yeah, we can certainly look at other games. It'd be interesting to see. It could be fun, like. MMA Mubashir is here. Good to see you. Colonel Fork says, I'll keep you posted when I hook up my racing kit. Yeah, do. Let us know. I'll see if I can get around to it maybe this weekend. Assetto Corsa is the one, says Mechanical. I do like Assetto Corsa, and I really like the Assetto Corsa Competizione. Only because I like the GTE series. I like the Endurance series. Wreckfest is great for multiplayer. Ah, Mr. Chippy, yes, Wreckfest. That's on Game Pass as well, I think. I haven't played that. It looks super fun. Play Fortnite, says MMA. I did a bit. Wasn't great at it. GTA and Red Dead are always a good laugh. Yeah. MTF, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Fanatec just announced the first DD with a not so insane price tag. Now, by a not so insane price tag for like Fanatec must be, I don't know, €500? Like some of the stuff is like thousands. VR for the win. I don't think I've set up my VR correctly to work in Assetto Corsa. It never worked out great. Gregor says, let's learn DCS. Kevo, leisure sweet Larry. Oh dear. Yeah, DCS is another one. There's a very, very, very steep learning curve when it comes to DCS, but it is very rewarding once you kind of get it right. But I think for flight sims, I'm just happy with Microsoft Flight Sim for the moment. I don't necessarily want to be jumping into DCS just yet. The combat is super hard. Mechanical says we should get a squad together on Hell Let Loose. That could be interesting. I don't have Hell Let Loose. I have the other one. Hang on. Let's open Steam. The new base is £350, but that's without a wheel and pedals. Yeah. They're expensive because they're good. But seemingly, the wheel isn't as important as the pedals. It's all about the pedals. Destiny 2, I've heard about it, Keen. I haven't played it. Use Oculus Trade Tool with AC Murph. Yeah, I might do that over the weekend, Mechanical. Just to see what you can do. What's downloading here now? So if I go into my library, right, you can't... Can I share the screen? Maybe you don't want to see it. You'll see how many hours I spend playing games. DCS. I've put 33.5 hours into DCS. I have put a lot of time into Crusader Kings 3. I like that. American Truck and Euro Truck. Yeah, they're all good. Hang on. Game library. So your favourites, right? This is sad now. City Skylines. I've put 455 hours into City Skylines. Postscriptum. That's the one. Thank you, Colonel Fork. That's the one I have. GTA. I've put 202 hours in. Planet Zoo. I've put 26 hours into. Postscriptum, I've put only 8 hours into. But like it's like one hit kills kind of thing, and like they're massive multiplayer games, but like it takes a while. It takes a while. Gregor says, I love Crusader Kings 2. Oh yeah, that's a good game. That is a good game. Steel Division Normandy 44. I love that one. I've put 45 hours into that. Hell Let Loose for arcade style? Alright, okay. 7 Days to Die. I put no time into that. 911 Operator, again, no. Age of Empires, yeah, they were good. So Assetto Corsa, 13 hours only. Assetto Corsa Competizione, 50 hours. That's not bad. Banished, they're all kind of like strategy games. What else? Company of Heroes, 20 hours. DCS, 35 hours. What else? Dirt Rally, wasn't a fan of that. I did like 80 minutes. Peter Pascal says, Dear Lord Murph, you spent more hours gaming than me in the office in the last year. Planet Zoo and City Skylines. I like City Skylines. Dying Light. 49 minutes. That didn't last well. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I put a lot of time in that. What, 30 hours into that. Elite Dangerous, 6 hours. Haven't played that in a while. F1 2020, only 6 hours. F1 2019, 10 hours. And F1 2016, 8 hours. Didn't do very well on them at all. Fallout 4, 6 hours. Fallout New Vegas, 7 hours. Far Cry 3, 10 hours. That was a great game, Far Cry 3. Farming Manager, 2018. 14 hours. Farming Simulator 2017. 91 minutes. Firewatch 55 minutes. The Forest 4 hours. Faster Than Light 2 hours. Wasn't great. The Golf Club 4 hours. Grand Ages Rome 35 hours. Hearts of Iron 60 hours. Hearts of Iron 4, that was good. Imperator Rome about 3 hours because it's just Jurassic World Evolution 25 hours. Jay Winokur says, I need to pick up 911 Operator considering what I do for a living. It's actually really, really cool. So 911 Operator puts you in control of being a 911 operator, or 112 if you're over on this side of the pond. And essentially you put in your local area and it's using open source maps. So it'll tell you that, you know, old Johnny down the road has a problem. It gives you the correct name places to your locale. Walton says, Faster Than Light wasn't great. Unsubscribe. Did I say it wasn't great? No, it is great. It's pretty much like open. You can do anything you want in space. It's like, it's, you know what I mean? It's a real role-playing game. Kingdom Come Deliverance, 14 hours. Left 4 Dead 2, 10 minutes. I turned it on, it's like, nah, not for me. Metal Gear Solid 5, 15 hours. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, 84 minutes. Motorsport Manager, 95 hours. Motorsport Manager is an amazing game. If you haven't picked it up, it's an amazing game. Motorsport Manager. Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, 40 hours. I like that one. Outlast, 68 minutes. I played it until I absolutely, well, I won't say it, but like it was like, I got a fright and I was like, right, not playing that on my own. Planet Coaster, 22 hours. I like that. Prison Architect, 35 hours. Project Cars, 24 hours. Project Cars 2, 81 hours. I like Project Cars 2. Don't like Project Cars 3. They made a mess of it. Project Hospital, I like me strategy games. 7 hours. Project Zomboid, 3 hours. Railway Empire, 2.5 hours. Piat Laris has arrived at Ataturk. Nice. Gregor says, yeah, Imperator was too confusing. Yeah. Pat says, Murph, if you have VR, but did you play Half-Life Alex? I haven't played it yet. I've heard it's great. Falcon, Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem. Yeah. Transport Fever 2. I had Transport Fever 1. Haven't played the second one. Wolfenstein. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Resident Evil, the original. I haven't fully played it. I played it back on the PlayStation way back in the day. I have returned to Castle Wolfenstein. I played it for 1 minute and it wouldn't run. It crashed. RimWorld, 10 hours. RimWorld is pretty good. Knitting Simulator, 3 weeks. Rise of Nations, 8 hours. That was good. Rise of the Tomb Raider, 7 hours. Rome Total War. There's a new one of these coming out. It's a remake. Have you tried Prison Architecture? I tried Prison Architect. Half-Life Alex in VR is utterly stunning. I believe it's like one of the best VR experience. I'm told it's one of the best VR experiences you can have. Tomb Raider 2013 solo, 100 hours, says Goblins. Whoa! The new Ranch Simulator looks great. Yeah, there's also a medieval one as well that looks really good. So yeah, Rome Total War, Rise, Son of Rome, 2 hours, it cleared it. Ship Simulators, 20 minutes. Sid Meier's Civilization 5, 270 hours. Just one more turn. Sid Meier's Civilization 6, 87 hours. Didn't like it as much. Sid Meier's Pirates, 2.5 hours. Silent Hunter 5, 4 hours. Silent Hunter 3, 3 hours. What else? Sins of a Solar Rebellion with the Star Trek mod, 35 hours. That was pretty good. Spin Tires. I have the other one, not Spin Tires. What was the other one? It came from Spin Tires. I have that as well. Oh, and I have Call of Duty World at War, or whatever it's called. Or Modern War. I don't know what it is. It's the new one that came out where, you know, you're moving in different parts of the world. Did you play War Thunder? Yeah, War Thunder as well. Star Trek Online, 10 hours. Steel Division 2, 10 hours. That wasn't bad. Stellaris, 4 hours. My brain hurts playing that game. Surviving Mars for 13 hours. The Hunter Call of the Wild. That was 10 hours. This War of Mine, 7 hours. Musefan says, Mudrunner, that's the one. Come on, Mr. Chippy. Oh no, SnowRunner. That's the one. Hours spent with Mrs. Two-Tone, 2.5. Musefan just checked GTA 5, 6,888 hours. What? That's nuts. We're nearly there. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, 9 hours. Haven't done much on that. Total War Empire, 5 hours. Total War Medieval, 50 minutes. I didn't get into them. Total War Rome 2, 30 hours. Train Simulator, only 3.5 hours. I want to get into it, I just haven't got into it yet. Transocean, the shipping company, 6 hours. Transport Fever, 25 hours. 2 Point Hospital, 4 hours. U-Boat, 10 hours. U-Boat was pretty cool. Victoria 2nd, didn't play. War Thunder, 8 hours. Wargame Airland Battle, 5 hours. Wargame European Escalation, 22 hours. And Wargame Red Dragon, 20 hours. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, 20 hours. Workers and Resources of the Soviet Republic, 3 hours. That was a neat little city builder. WWE 2K16, the one with Stone Cold, 3 hours. And then XCOM 2, 8 hours. Keen Effort is away. You take care, my dude. So I do have I have a truckload of games, and that's only the Steam library. Do you know, like I have the Epic Games, and I have Anno 18 something, or the new Anno game. X-Plane. I have a lot of hours in X-Plane. A lot. Peter Pascal says, I have around 300 hours of Microsoft Flight Sim and 10 minutes of Farming Simulator in the last 20 years. No, like I don't know. I think it's about 1,400 hours altogether on Microsoft Flight Sim, but that was like alpha and beta. And then in X-Plane, I've a lot. Maybe 2,000 hours, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So friends, window cleaning, room painting, 21 minutes. You can see where this is going. Company of Heroes was fun. That was brilliant. Flying Twitchy Games, says Kevin. Star Wars Squadrons. Haven't played that yet. It's interesting to see other games. Like, I think, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, this is my go-to for like everything. This takes priority. But if I ever kind of like a change of pace, I do like a bit of racing or a bit of driving. And the odd strategy game. I'm having a lot of fun with Crusader Kings 3. I mean, that thing is good. That's a minus, Murph. Oh, it is! Minus 21 minutes. That's even worse. That's worse. What about the Wings Over series? Wings Over Europe, 1 Vietnam. They're fantastic. I didn't play them. Did you ever try Jalopy? No, I didn't try it. Fan Simulator, 65 hours. Yes! Fan Simulator. There it is above me, turned off, look. Oh no, it's turned on! I have the lights turned off. Oh yeah, I had to turn it on. I had Mexican food. Do you know what I mean? Not for that reason. It was just to keep me cool, because it was hot. Have you tried Door Kickers? I haven't, Epic. I saw the lads playing it, and it does look good. I think I saw Hammy, Colonel Fork, and Jay Winokur play it. I think Dazza played it as well. It looked amazing. Goblin says, I don't know how many hours in FS4, 5, 95. Oh yeah. Well, all the Sims together? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Count Zeppelin says, I have landed at Ataturk, Murph. Thank you for a great stream. Good night, everyone. You take care, my dude. Play any of the Battlefield games. I played Battlefield 2. I like that one. It's not melted yet. Not yet. Flight Sim Deluxe was my favourite, says Jarden. Yeah, that was... sure, we all put savage time into Flight Sim. Back in the day, I used to love Quake 2, says See You Later. Ooh. My time clock is all ruined. It's like 11 o'clock at night and it feels like it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh. 5 o'clock in the morning. Be grand, he said. Stay up late, he said. Piat Lara says, I love the fan cam. I don't think anyone else has one. It's the little things we do. The little things we do. Battlefield 3 was the best. Still sold up today. Do I have Battlefield 3? I could have Battlefield 3 and I've Red Dead Redemption. Oh, there's a PlayStation, although it's unplugged because I have the Xbox. I played that other one, Yes, Your Grace. Have you played that one yet? That's kind of interesting. How about some Arma? Oh, Arma. I've Arma 3. I just haven't done much with it. I never really got into it. Box of 5 a.m. shame. What time did you finally get up at today? 12 o'clock. I know. What sort of a lazy heap are you, Murph? 12 o'clock in the day. But today was my Sunday, so it's grand. A lot of EF 2000. Ooh, I like Battlefield 42 the most, says Gregor. Like, I would have played all the old Medal of Honors and Tomb Raiders and, Call of Duties and all of them. You know, the consoles. Like, I just hit my teens when all the console stuff kind of exploded. Runway. Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, what I was going to do, I want to fly down. We're not going to land kind of immediately. We want to go down to the Hagia Sophia, or the Hagia Sophia, which is down there. So we're going to go there first. So autopilot off and let's ramblage. Kick up the speed a little bit. We'll do a fly pass of this cool looking POI. And then our runway when we do land. LTBA. Select runway. It's going to be runway 5. Runway 05. Why have you started working Saturdays? I don't really work. I don't usually work Saturdays. Just we have a new guy in there, and it's just until he's happy enough to kind of belt away and do his own thing. We've just been sharing the Saturdays, so I've a handful of Saturdays left, and then done and dusted, sorted. I used to play lots of Heroes of Might and Magic. Oh. I played, what was the other one we played, Colonel? You're running around New York, is it? I forget the name of it. It's a shooter, like, it's... I forget the name of it. That was an hour before I woke up. Ooh. The Division, was that it? The Division? Played a bit of The Division. Yeah, I like that. Bit of a grind, though. Do you know what I mean? Not sure on runway 05. LTBA 110 at 4 knots. Well, according to this, right? It's saying the best wind is runway 05. Now, why is that? Let us have a look at the airport information, shall we? Skunk. Any NOTAMs? In effect, from the 20th, Istanbul Aerodrome closed to takeoffs and landings due to... on the ground, Murph. Due to some sort of an event. Air display. Oh, there's an air display on. That's why. Yeah, the Division. That was pretty cool. So there's an air display on here. That's why they're... see, I can get the NOTAMs for the airport. That's why they're selecting runway... weather. Yeah, it's the same METAR. So it's live. And then runway is saying best for wind is runway 05. That gives us a 3 knot headwind. Did you rock in on Saturday in full 2-tone Murphy gear and be like, you're messing up my stream schedule? Huh? I did, hang on. I did... No, we were just flying on Saturday night around the Canaries with Hammy. It was brilliant. So much fun. Now, what we're doing here, Murph, we're doing a thing. So, bear with me. We need to do this. And then this. Alright. So our arrival here into Istanbul brings us to the final and closing stage of the Orient Express. Over the last 7 weeks, because it should have been 6, there's the train station down on our left-hand side. We started off in Paris and went all the way across. This has been a fun one. So a little bit unfortunate that the old Microsoft servers are acting up, but at least we had JoinFS as a decent backup. We still got to fly with some of the Fireflies. This has absolutely been a nice trip. We saw some great scenery along the way, challenging conditions, different aircraft. You know, we had issues, but it was grand. Mrs. Two-Tone is away. See you in a bit. Goblin says, I know Tenerife. I worked for 1 month at the Astronomical Observatory. Oh, nice. This is default scenery, yeah. Default. Arzizzy is away. You take care, my dude. And the Mooney graces the finale. I know, right? The honor is all of the Mooney. Bit of nighttime action as well for the fly pass. What do we think? So 7 weeks of flying all the way from Paris all the way down to here. Hasn't it been absolutely fantastic? It's been so much fun. Now we have, hang on, we've other music here we can play, because this is always nice. Don't hit the ground, Murph. Whatever you do, don't hit the ground. Look at the lighting. Isn't it amazing? Epic Fool is away. You take care, my dude. Papa Joe B is down. Jordan 1 Able, you take care, my dude. Karen Martin says, thanks, Murph, for keeping me sane during the reinstall of Microsoft Flight Sim. Issue fixed. Heading off now. Nice, dude. We saw lots and learned even more, says Annalisa. We've learned a lot, including never eat toxic waste candies that are sour. And don't eat Mexican food before a stream. It makes you awful thirsty, and then you have to drink very fast. But this has been a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this flight. Hang on now, we do something kind of fancy here, will we? Get your screenshots ready, man. As we pay homage to our Mooney. Hang on, we'll get there eventually. There we go. It's like the bat symbol, only it's for a Mooney. I think the Mooney has forgiven you.
Later that day, Murphy and the Mooney headed away somewhere. And all that was heard in the lands for miles and miles was this.
That's how we do things around here. All is completely grand again with our Mooney. So we're going to make tracks, head to the airport for our final stop for this evening. Runway 05 for the win. Autopilot coming off. We'll get our face cam on for the dramatic effect. As dramatic as you can get. His current planey wife. Yes. My plain wife. Paris to Istanbul, 2,255 kilometers, divided over 47 days, 7 weeks, is 1.9 kilometers an hour. We did well. We did very efficient. Oh dear. It has been a blast. It's a huge city, isn't it? Look at the state of that for scenery. John Morris is away. You take care, my dude. Your camera skills are getting better. Many thanks. So we're doing kind of all right-ish here. That's Colonel Fork ahead of us. Bosphorus, is it? What's the name of the river? Bosphorus? Ooh. The force is strong in Annalisa. She knows place names. So, as I said, don't forget, tomorrow night, Colonel Fork will be live streaming. We're back on Wednesday over on Twitch. Thursday night will be Colonel Fork. Friday is back with us. Friday, baby. I can't wait for Friday. Oh. And then Saturday, Alison Johnson is doing a huge stream. 10 or 11 hours. Then Sunday we should have ailerons. We'll also have Colonel Fork, and Jay Winokur will be in there in between. Hopefully we'll have Seamus McNeil with a couple of the bus streams. We'll also have Splasher 6 doing some stuff as well. Be sure to check out Coffee House. He does the best Hank Hill impression, period. And we should have the Flying Fabio doing some stuff hopefully during the week as well. So we got plenty of stuff to keep us busy this week. We're going to absolutely launch by the Colonel. Sorry, Colonel. Bosphorus is the narrow. Ah. Your approach here is absolutely manky, Murph. State of it. Okay, we can kind of see the runway over there. Kind of in the sun. Do you know what I mean? Friday night I will be at a place that should be near and dear to your heart. Oh. Interesting. I'm trying to think where. So, watch our speed, yeah? This is a huge airport, by the way. It's massive. But it looks nice. No guesses. I was trying to think. My mind is doing things. Where could he be that I like? I'll bring a landing gear out here. Oh, you're going to Kerrville. Or Kerrville, home of your beloved Mooney. Ah. Oh. Scott, tell them about the chair. They could rent some space on the chair. Or, just provide, Yeah, a Mooney. You know, I wouldn't say no. Hang on, there's 2 runways? Are we 05 left? This isn't 05, Murphy. Do you see what I nearly did there? We almost turned in way too quick. Yeah, we got him. Hey, Eastbirds Lee is here. Good to see you. Peter Carney rumbled in. He says, enjoyed flying the Mooney again. Thanks, Murph. Nice, dude. Eastbirds Lee, I hope you're keeping well, my dude. Oh, what a shocking, terrible, awful, the shame. What are you doing, Murph? But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We can fix this. Fingers crossed, all will be well. Yes. We did the Murphy landing. Oof. Okay, easy does it now, Murph. Easy does it. Lead off some of the speed, because we've lots of it. On that centre line. Dee. And go over that fella there, because he's, you know... There we go. Easy does it. Easy does it. 57 feet. Yeah, we'll take it. Finger, toes, eyes crossed. Predict the unpredictable. I know, right? Minus 30. Catbat had just... Wait, oh, do you know what I mean? Imagine if we got a minus 30 there. Well, it wasn't too bad, I suppose. Now, we want to exit over here to the right-hand side. So bring our flaps back in. Finish with our speed brakes. We'll just get ourselves off the runway. Many thanks, Dougal. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Dangerous, I know, right? Next time you do a landing, I'm going to predict like minus 29 feet. How's that? Right, over to here. There we go. Oh, no, it's doing something. There we go. Here. There we go. Right, so just need to find out if there's dudes inbound, which there is. We have people landing. And Lisa says, you always manage to make it look so easy, Murph. Years of training, I'm actually panicking like a big idiot. There's people watching me trying to land. But yeah, it's all fun. And we need to come back here a bit because we'll see them touch down, look. And we'll adjust the lighting so you can actually see what's going on. Oh, that's nice now, look. Yes. Let's see. This one. Yep, that works. Where's the music cue? It's just starting now, my man. So here's someone in a Mooney. Pilot Peely is away. You take care, my dude. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, look at the TBM. Danger. Nicely done. Yorkshire Pud says, thanks for another great stream, Murph. Well, many thanks for joining me, my dude. Mechanical says, great fight, Murph. The arrival was really nice. Excellent. 49er says, thanks, Murph. Entertaining as always. See all Fireflies next time. You take care, my dude. Look at this TBM coming in. Look at this for an approach. Right on the centre line. Oh, butter that bread. Oh. Uh-oh. Here's an MB339 coming in. Coming in hot. It looks like a fly pass. Look at the flare there. That's amazing stuff. Nicely done, my dude. Here's another Mooney. Nice. Dancing with the rudder pedals. So we got a couple of more folk to come in. So a big shout out, as always, to our wonderful team of moderators. They look after us, keep us all well, and make sure, well, there's plenty of information being provided. And, well, looking after the chat as well. A big shout out to Annalisa, Scott Foyt, Colonel Fork, Seamus McNeil, Naughty Gnome, Alison Johnson, Dangerous Brian, Dougal McTavish, Gibbo Ireland, Mrs. Two-Tone, and Ailerons Into Wind. Traco says, that Mooney is me. Ooh. Catbat was in the second TBM. Nice. Cotton says, thanks for the trip. All legs flown in VR. Oh, nice. Nicely done, my dude. You're safely down. Looks like a DA-40, is it? Pat says, that was an amazing trip. Oh, nice, dude. Glad you enjoyed it. As we have a Cessna 172 inbound here, right at the end. Looks amazing as well. And a butter landing for the win. Colonel Fork says he was the first M20. Nice. Well, my friends, this concludes the Orient Express. This was a lot of fun. We shared some stories, we shared some recipes, we even shared some screenshots and stuff. Right? Anyway, we're back to our normal schedule on Wednesday, and then we're jumping over on Friday, and then we have Alison and Colonel Fork and everyone else who streams with us. It's kind of busy, and then next Monday, right here on YouTube, we shall start the return leg of Route 66, starting off in Santa Monica. It's going to take us 9 weeks. What? 9, right? 9. No, 9. 9. No, 9. Imagine saying this to a fella from Germany. 9 weeks. No, 9. 9. Anyway, wonder what the beard is going to be like at the end of Route 66. I'd be like an Amish dude. I'd be Gandalf, I'm telling you. So I want to thank you all so very, very much indeed for joining. Many thanks for all the subscribes and for everyone hitting the little like button thingy. It does help on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? We try to make each of them jealous. We ramble into YouTube and say, I was away with Twitch. And then we go back to Twitch. We're like, where were you? I was over on YouTube. But it's grand. Everything's fine. It's totally sorted. We know what we're doing, right? I hope. Anyway, until Wednesday, guys, have a fantastic week. We'll catch you up for the halftime show of the week, the midpoint, the hump. We'll help you get over the hump, which is the plan. So until then, look after yourselves, stay safe, enjoy yourselves. We'll all be over on Discord. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Don't hit me with them negative waves so early in the morning.